Yeah, last week's winner, Zane Smith, gave Front Row Motorsports a three-peat at COTA.
Which is very impressive. All right, hello everyone. I am BowserJrXD, and welcome to the second race of the day, the SpeedyCash.com 250 at Texas Motor Speedway, race 5 of 23 for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series for 2023. Rookie Nick Sanchez sits on pole with perennial sucky driver Jack Wood next to him. Yes, I really that was really the thought that went through my mind right there. It's one of the first well, how do I say this? They're not at the same. One of the first few races this season where they're not running at the same track as the Cup or Xfinity Series. Instead, they're running as a doubleheader for IndyCar tomorrow, which I should say Felix Rosenqvist qualified on pole. I believe Roman Grosjean, because I know a lot of my friends like him, I believe he's qualified 11th or 12th. 11th. Okay. Anyway, now the trucks have pulled off so it's time for me to go over the starting lineup. Today, 2 trucks pulled out of the race. Tyler Hill crashed in practice, so he's not running that one, and neither is Caden Honeycutt. So the 56 and the 04 are out of commission for today. All right, now let me find the starting lineup. Starting 34th, driving the number 12. Fort Worth Stockyard Chevrolet for Young's Motorsports, Spencer Boyd. Starting 33rd, driving the number starting 33rd, driving the number 25, Rackley Roofing Chevrolet for Rackley War, Matt DiBenedetto. Starting 32nd, driving the number 46, Blue Sprig Motivity Toyota for Glory to God Racing, Armani Williams. Starting 31st, driving the number 34, Raymond Brothers Racing Ford for Raymond Brothers Racing, Keith McGee. Starting 30th, driving the number 14, Quality Roof Seamer Chevrolet for Hutchins Racing, Trey Hutchins. Starting 29th, driving the number 22, Jag Metals LLC Ford for AM Racing, Josh Reaume. Starting 28th, driving the number 20, JF Electric Chevrolet for Young's Motorsports, Matt Mills. Starting 27th, driving the number 33, Ripper Magoo's Ford for Raymond Brothers Racing, Mason Massey. Starting 26th, driving the number 30, Rangeline Group Toyota for On Point Motorsports, Ryan Vargas. Starting 25th, driving the number 13, Ford Performance Ford for Thor Sport Racing, Haley Deegan. Starting 24th, driving the number 9, Project Hope Foundation Chevrolet for CR7 Motorsports, Colby Howard. Starting 23rd, driving the number 02, America's Auto Auction Chevrolet for Young's Motorsports, Chris Wright. Starting 22nd, driving the number 41, Global Trans Chevrolet for Nice Motorsports, Chad Chastain. Starting 21st, driving the number 88, Menards Cheat Cheese Ford for Thor Sport Racing, Matt Crafton. Starting 20th, driving the number 43, Kicks Country 98.7, Race to Stop Suicide Chevrolet for GMS Racing, Daniel Dye. Starting 19th, driving the number 45, Nice MG Machinery LLC Chevrolet for Nice Motorsports, Lawless Allen. Starting 18th, driving the number 38, Speedy Cash Ford for Front Row Motorsports and carrying the title sponsor, Zane Smith. Starting 17th, driving the number 17, JBL Toyota for Tricon Garage, Taylor Gray. Starting 16th, driving the number 5, Thompson Pipe Group Toyota for Tricon Garage, Dean Thompson. Starting 15th, driving number 24, Wendell Scott Foundation Chevrolet for GMS Racing, Raja Caruth. Starting 14th, driving the number 4, Bama Buggy Chevrolet for Kyle Busch Motorsports, Chase Purdy. Starting 13th, driving the number 23, Champion Power Equipment Chevrolet for GMS Racing, Grant Enfinger. Starting 12th, driving the number 32, Brett Holmes Racing Chevrolet for Brett Holmes Racing, Brett Holmes. Starting 11th, driving the number 15, Mobile One Toyota for Tricon Garage, Tanner Gray. Now for the top 10. Starting 10th, driving the number 99, Kubota Ford for Thor Sport Racing, Ben Rhodes. Starting 9th, Driving the number 35, Adaptive 1 Caliper Chevrolet. For McAnally Helgerman Racing, Jake Garcia. Starting 8th, driving the number 16, Lunai Toyota. For Hattori Racing Enterprises, Tyler Ankrum. Starting 7th, driving the number 52, Ferris Commercial Mowers Toyota. For Hallmark Friesen Racing, Stuart Friesen. Starting 6th, driving the number 19, Napa Auto Care Chevrolet. For McAnally Helgerman Racing, Christian Eckes. Starting 5th, driving the number 42, Worldwide Express Chevrolet. For Nice Motorsports, Carson Hocevar. Starting 4th, driving the number 11, Safe Flight Toyota. For Tricon Garage, Corey Heim. Starting 3rd, driving the number 98, Road Ranger Ford. For Thor Sport Racing, Ty Majeski. Starting 2nd, driving the number 51, Saywin Chevrolet. For Kyle Busch Motorsports, Jack Wood. And on pole, driving the number 2, Gainbridge Chevrolet. For Rev Racing, Nick Sanchez with a time of 29.109 seconds and a speed of 185.1 miles per hour. I didn't even know the trucks could go that fast at this track. Okay.
Available.
All right, so I should mention the first stage is 75 laps, which is way longer than normal. But this is to accommodate the fact. Well, for one, there's a competition caution, and I should also mention for all pit stops are controlled, meaning that they automatically pit at the end of every stage. No position that can be taken or lost on pit road. This is because most teams use pit crews from other teams, and those pit crews are at Richmond, so they have different pit crews. This is the same procedure they followed at Portland for Xfinity Series last year, as well as at, I want to say, IRP and Mid-Ohio last year. And I'm guessing they'll do the same at Milwaukee, because it's potentially, although the crews that year that will be at Daytona, so they could potentially make it to Milwaukee. But I digress.
Never worked with these drivers before because it's a doubleheader with IndyCar, so interesting.
Matt Crafton is the only driver in this field with his regular spot.
All right, here we go. The pace truck is pulling off a pit road. Time to get ready for 250 miles. It'll be 167 laps around this 1.5 mile oval across a very bad, not that bad a crowd. Here we go. We're green at Texas Motor Shithole.
Great start by the 2 and Nick Sanchez with a big.
All right, Sanchez out in front.
Whoa.
3 wide going out of turn 2.
3 and 2 wide already.
Bill got up on the outside of Jack Wood. He's going to make it work. It looks like are they four?
Oh, we got a wreck. It's Chad Chastain coming out of 2. The rear end backs into the wall, and we already have a red flag. Are you kidding me?
In the wall hard.
Or caution.
Turn 2, a lot of damage.
Why did it say red flag? Wow, we didn't even make it one lap.
Okay, that's the challenge of turn 2, especially in turbulent air.
I wonder if he got into the PJ1 side of the track.
He got away from Chad. I don't know if there was some contact or what exactly might have happened back there, but it's just a really tough day's work to be back in the beehive where he was.
Took right to one of the 3 Al Neese trucks.
Wow.
Home game for Al Neese from Texas.
Chastain.
So yeah, you can see that he got loose just out of the corner of the screen coming out of turn 2.
Yeah. Right on the edge of the black.
When we first saw him, he was by himself.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really feel this is just because of the fact that the first 2 turns at Texas have been the most treacherous parts of the track.
It was the part that
Since the reconfiguration.
Yes, that was I believe that was the area that was reconfigured, I think.
Daniel Dye had
turns 1 and 2.
Yeah, they subtracted 4 degrees.
Or they might just say it's
Makes
too
no
much
sense
damage.
to me.
You know, Phil, at a mile and a half going 190 miles an hour like I talked about, the aerodynamics are obviously very important, and this truck's a mess.
Yeah, without a doubt. We didn't, only had about 10 minutes.
Yeah, big damage to the rear of that truck. It's going to take a lot of time for them to try and get that fixed, but I won't be surprised if they end up having to DNF because of it.
Because of the DVP. And like this would be like the second weekend in a row we've seen a car/truck leave the race after having not completed a single lap.
The high side of the racetrack. The goal of that is to get some rubber down and to try and widen out the racetrack. The truck teams had not been out there and experienced that just yet. So these first couple of laps, we'll see how usable it is in the early stages, but they did something to try and help us out.
That's interesting. I'd like to hear from the drivers just what it feels like and how different it is.
All right,
from
going
the
to
session
commercial
earlier.
already. Oh man, what a way to. If there's anything that's, I don't think there's anything that's more emblematic of how terrible Texas is than that first lap.
Yeah.
Oh God, what have we got ourselves into? I feel like I should be doing something better in my life. I should be watching the modified race.
But that was postponed.
Yes, it's happening now.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess I figured not many. I don't know. Well, they had to get it in. All right. Hello, the ultimate G Money 2023 NASCAR Dude Top Gear. Thank you for checking out the stream. All right. I mean.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going now. Okay.
You know what? Something I will say about the Truck Series, certain drivers that could change certain drivers that could change my perception of them from being terrible to being at least not as terrible. One of those drivers definitely has to be Chase Purdy.
Yeah, he was in the top 10 for the first several weeks. I think he had a bad. I think he wrecked Dakota.
I don't really know if he did. I can't remember that.
Let me check that up.
I don't think he wrecked. I don't think he was in any wrecks last week.
Yeah, I finished 12th. I could have sworn he fell out of the top 10. He finished 27th at Dakota.
Oh.
Yeah, so he was 8th or 9th. He's now 11th. He's tied with Tanner Gray in 10th. But the difference is that Tanner Gray has a runner-up, whereas Purdy's best finish is 7th. Actually, let's say the Truck Series playoff bubble has a very good fight going on. There are 6 drivers all within 16 points of each other from 7th through 12th. Ankrum, Dibby, Heim, Tanner Gray, Purdy, and Sanchez. So, all drivers to potentially look out for. Obviously, we still have 12 races before, including this one, before the cutoff at IRP, but still nice to think about.
No, Richmond.
Oh, no, IRP is the first race of the playoffs.
Well, yeah, but Richmond is obviously the race before the playoffs.
Yeah, I should have said it like that. You're right. Yeah, and that's just how it used to be in the Cup Series. When did they change it from Richmond being the cutoff race? I know then it was Indy, and then now it's Daytona.
Figured they got a little bit tired of it, and it seemed to be stale to them.
Yeah. Richmond, I guess, hasn't been a great track. I was so happy they removed it from the playoffs completely. All right, and I'll say the Xfinity race is pretty good, though.
Yeah, it was. Surprisingly.
Daniel Dye on this restart, and this is what a wreck almost looked like. Listen.
Daniel Dye was running in the black.
Just ahead of Chastain. That was Daniel Dye cattling it off turn 2. And
but Daniel Dye still kept his truck going.
He did.
Heads up move by Daniel Dye to realize that
Chastain back out on the track.
Yep, 2 laps down according to my ticker.
I think this track will widen out. They'll be able to use more of it, but early in the
I
going,
hope.
it's always a little bit.
I think I've heard a rumor that they're supposed to repave it this year. After this year, anything to get rid of the PJ1 at the minimum, or do something different. What if we turn Texas into the old Atlanta, like the true oval?
That would be an interesting idea, but I don't know if that's what they're going to do.
We'll see. Anyway, we're green again. Sanchez and Eckes, your top 2 at the moment. Sanchez got Majeski right behind him as they go into turn 1. Now, please don't fucking wreck this time.
Eckes in the 19 Napa truck to pull up, and he took advantage of it off turn 2.
Didn't take long for Eckes to be able to work his way towards the front. Jack Wood has already fallen back to 7th.
does a nice job in that too.
Nope, now 9th.
You'll get a few spots.
A lot of trucks swinging wide
All right.
on turn 4, but everybody so far headed in the right direction.
Ooh.
The choose was interesting. How about
Friesen
5 or
making
6?
past
Take
time.
the
That's
inside,
for
make a
5th
6,
place.
coming through. I'll take.
All right, the defending winner. Ooh, Jack Wood, very high.
Where Daniel Dye was early in the race.
Lost a ton of positions. He started the race in the runner-up spot. Now he's back to 9th. I actually think he's back farther. I think he's back to 15th.
Looks like he's really loose right now, Phil.
Sure does.
Oh, God.
Got Dean Thompson, the 5 blue and black truck right behind him.
Raja Caruth in 17th.
Raja
I
Caruth
see
right
that.
behind him.
Deegan's already up to P20 after starting
Whoa.
P25. Oh, we got something?
Red Holmes there, but then slides up.
Yeah, truck in the wall.
Oh,
the
let's see.
O2 Chris Wright.
Thanks for the. Oh man, yeah, he tagged it coming out of 2. Damn.
But he's still going.
He's still going, but I'd be more concerned if you might have a flat tire on the right side. Like that's like he missed the turn completely.
Really slippery from what I've seen so
Oh,
far.
and then just he pummeled that wall. All right, let's see. We got the replay now. Oh,
Just got up high and probably tried to carry too much throttle.
you got Daniel Dye's camera to see.
You see him up ahead.
Yeah, way out in the black, and then he smacked the wall.
Not a lot of grip up there.
So let's see.
What about Danny Dye not ever coming off the gas? He saw him up there slipping and sliding. He just kept the hammer.
Got a lot of good
Haley
views.
Deegan now in 20th.
Yeah. Well, she needs more good runs to try and work her way up the points because, and this finishing outside the top, honestly, finishing outside the top 15 at bare minimum is unacceptable.
This could totally be a
Especially for four sport standards.
Exactly. They have
the draft and in traffic. They're going to have a lot of
4
speed, but
championships.
that's pretty
Whoa,
good.
whoa!
Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
Like
The Benedetto almost spun Deegan.
Oh, come on. Oh, I gotta see this.
Qualifying.
Holy crap!
Check between Matt
Damn, man. Dibby, watch yourself. And you know what? That was in a tribal. That reminds me of Mike Skinner's pass in the grass. If you remember, if you know what I'm talking about.
Kind of. Why?
Let's maybe think about it. It was right around there where he got into the grass, kept it going. All right. Well, Colby Howard passed both of them. Oh, that 13's loose.
They get a little bit loose as he tries to take the 13 here on the inside.
That's battle for the 20th spot right there.
22nd.
The 25.
21st, excuse me.
Bottom and gets around Haley Deegan.
Man, that was close.
I think he got there so quick. I'm not sure.
Now see Hosabar in 4th.
Yep. Oh, the progress bar is back after being absent for the entire Xfinity race.
Broadcast team.
All right.
Replays brought to you by Daniel Dye. Thank you very much.
I don't think Haley did.
Daniel Dye's camera is picking up fucking everything, man.
Beside her.
All right, Christian Eck is closing in on our leader, Nick Sanchez.
Tailgate of the
Still within about half a second of each other.
Yeah, okay. I say closing in, Sanchez was able to extend the gap down the backstretch.
track for Ben Rhodes. Doesn't seem to get it done here as well as he had hoped to. Only 2 top 5s in 12 starts, so needs to see if he can get one tonight.
Matt Crafton very slow today.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't qualify particularly well. Jack Wood just got around him, and now he's got a trail of 3 cars probably trying to make the move. You got Taylor Gray, Colby Howard, and Matt Benedetto. Dibby had to start at the rear, by the way, so he's already almost halfway up the field.
Taylor Gray, who
Or more like a third of his way up the field.
Dakota, now he'll be full-time in the Craftsman Truck Series, just turned 18, so he can run all these trucks running here for the first time.
Yeah, this is the first time he's ever been on any mile and a half, so I'm sure his eyes are wide open here at Texas. He's got a good one to follow, too, that yellow number 88 of Matt Crafton.
Been a steady start for Matt, just
All right.
probably shaking off some of the early laps diciness that this track has brought the drivers. Matt's a veteran, so he's going to be patient.
Denver, North Carolina? Huh.
You know, we were
Never
watching
knew about that.
earlier today. Obviously, it was not on TV, and we were listening to Matt. And when they told him his lap time, he couldn't believe it was that slow. So it may be the same situation you were talking about, maybe with a little more downforce built in that truck, Michael, to perhaps to have this comfort in race trim.
See Tyler Ingram there in the 13th spot right now. Michael, I know you hung out with him. On race day, we show a little feature about him. What'd you learn about the cows and the farm and all that?
He's just as all into it. He goes to the gym in the morning, heads over to the shop, and then
Dean
heads to the
Thompson
farm.
right now,
It's,
let's see,
it's
in the
his
14th.
daily race.
He needs a good run badly because he's last place among all drivers running full time, which is pathetic, in a Tricon truck.
He won the ARCA championship. He won a truck race right off. And then things haven't gone that great, so you do need to decompress, and you need to make sure you're still confident. And he loves this track, always runs well here, best finish of third, so a lot of confidence for Tyler Ankrum in that 16 truck.
22-year-old out of San Bernardino, California, lives in North Carolina now.
Chad
But, you know, the
Chastain
big
kind of just
question,
riding
Michael,
along
is,
on the top
did
side.
you clean up your shoe? I believe you had
Not a safe spot by any means, but it's the only place where you know no one else is going to run. So, just to get out of the way. He's 3 laps down right at the moment. Armani Williams and Trey Hutchins have been lapped.
And you mentioned, Michael, that he loves racing here at Texas. This is the first mile-and-a-half track that he ever raced on. Also, he said this track is very similar to Kentucky, where he got his first truck win that you spoke about. But he said today he felt really confident coming into this race. He said he felt better after qualifying because they struggled with speed here in the past. And also, compared to Vegas earlier this year, he said they showed up with more speed here today. Jamie, how? We go back to talking about Matt Craftsman and how he was so surprised when they told him what his qualifying time was this morning. Then he thought
Here comes
that they were
Crafton now on
actually
Jack
putting a
Wood
full
for
stroke on it because
the
truck
great
just
spot
felt
of
so good. He couldn't even
18th
believe
or
it.
so.
He said, our truck is amazing. It's balanced. Apparently, it's just not that fast. What he was hoping
Not
for
good
is
to
the
3
sun
and
was gonna
4.
stay out all day and it would get greasy, and that
Here
would
comes
require
Taylor Gregg getting Matt Crafton loose.
Oh,
dangerous
you see him going around
on this
the
track.
right now to try and make it happen, and that's kind of what has happened. The track is a lot slipperier than it was this morning, so Matt could move up potentially.
Yeah, no April Fool's jokes here. That truck is loose.
Keith McKee now a lap down.
In 3 and 4.
All right, competition caution coming in 15 laps. It's about 30 seconds around.
He gets down into turn 3, side by side with Jack Wood, and his truck just got loose on the bottom. We're going to see that a lot tonight. Couldn't quite keep up with it.
Zane Smith already up to 12.
Where did he start though? He didn't start that far. He started in the east. He started around like 19th or so. That's not a lot of progress for what you would expect from a truck.
Taylor Gray right up behind his.
Again, I'm sure that over time, he'll eventually start progressing further.
That depends on your I guess the long run speed. I should know Nick Sanchez. I think I talked about how close he was to Eggers. He has a 3-second lead right now. Oh, we got caution.
Motor Speedway, stay with us.
No, we got caution. You can't go to commercial now. You gotta be kidding me! We want a caution when you go to commercial? Are you for real, Fox? Come on!
Shitting me?
No! What are you doing?
Again, you have to remember, this is Fox we're talking about.
But it's a full screen commercial. They should be able to come back from this.
Movements at 4 weeks. SkyRacing is the first and only
What the fuck?
that can deliver both clinical remission and endoscopic.
Josh Reum, Spencer Boyd,
long-lasting remission at 1
go a lap down as well. You gotta be kidding me. Anyway, 7 trucks now off the lead lap. Okay, Josh Reum gets a free pass. What the fuck?
Liver problems may occur in Crohn's disease.
Wait, the wreck was on camera? I didn't even know what the wreck was.
Control of your Crohn's with SkyRacing. Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Okay, I gotta figure out.
You know you're getting the best. Guess who else knows?
First, I don't know who wrecked. Okay. Oh, Chad Chastain wrecked again. Are you kidding me?
Oh, for crying out loud.
When you want a hamburger worth celebrating,
Oh, God.
Maybe this gender reveal party was a bad idea. What do we do? Add the avocados from Mexico. Good call.
You gotta be kidding me.
I can't believe they
This is so
taste good and they're
ridiculous.
good for you. I can't
Oh,
believe you
God.
have a girl.
Like Fox,
We have 7
please.
days.
This is
It's
just like the
impossible for
stupidest.
The official sponsor.
I don't like Fox. I mean, I already didn't like Fox. It just makes it worse. NBC is so much better, it's not even close, honestly.
Honestly, I still think the most offensive thing that FS1 has done is what they did to the finish of the truck race at Martinsville in 2019.
I wasn't there for that, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, it's the broadcast. They were about to go to their last restart, and then the camera just cut away, and they showed this blank screenshot of the FS1 logo over the entire finish, and then they cut back right as Todd Gilliland had already won.
What?
And then they immediately cut away from the broadcast again to go to a college football game.
Oh,
Be there
Lord.
following this race. I'll
That's
fly up
just
there and
terrible.
be on pit road. Should be a sunshiny, beautiful day.
Just like it is here in the heart of Texas. Check this out. This is what happened when we were going.
A second time, and he has taken that truck back to the garage.
Oh my God. Anyway, looks like
So it's not too surprising that
this is.
he didn't have much.
They
to
can't
work
change
on.
tires, by
These
the way.
teams aren't allowed to pit until the competition caution that's coming up in about 10 laps. So we're going to choose here.
My
We
video
followed up the
today,
last time
weekly
for
upload,
first
every
truck.
NASCAR in 1998 truck
It's a different
series.
story. They learned,
Of
didn't
course,
they?
Christian
lovely
showed him
comment.
that
A
the
Hornaday
outside
win
would
keeps
work,
the
so
pain away.
Stuart Friesen jumped up on the outside with him.
So a mixed bag, pretty much.
Well, let me tell you what kind of mixed bag it is. Full of cat feces, pig vomit,
I like
and
it.
horse, and horse intestines. Mixed in with
And the
BJ
88, I
McLeod's
believe, just came to
farts.
pit road. Jamie?
I don't know. Yeah.
Yes, when pit
Pretty
lane
bad
entered
mixed
this
bag.
session, we saw Matt Craftsman being loose out
Anyway,
there.
we're already 25 laps done out of 167. That's the upside. In fact, we're at least 10% of the way through this fuckfest.
Checked it all out. Everything seemed fine, so now they think
Like
it's probably
Arca
engaged.
could do a
It's
better
just
job.
misreading. He does not have the new digital dash in. He's back to the old school setup inside
What?
the truck.
What do you mean you don't have a digital dash? Are you mad?
Thank you for the update there.
Yeah, they're not allowed to change tires during any other caution than the competition caution or the stage breaks, and they cannot fuel in it until we get to that competition caution on lap 35. But obviously, Matt needed some adjustments.
And then also, Phil, these teams feel like they're going to take 4 tires each time they pit on the competition caution and the 2 stage breaks.
All
That's
right,
straightforward.
pace truck about to go off. We got 10 laps
And they won't have to
before
take
the
tires
competition
first
caution.
before fuel. There's some different rules about it. You see it in the Arca Menard series. Pace truck is off.
Here we
Nick
go.
Sanchez, Christian Eckes. We're racing once again.
Keep your eye on that light blue truck on the inside.
Oh.
Cars and Hosebar.
All right,
Oh!
in the first
Wow,
turn.
that looked like it could have been a wreck. Eckes on the high side. That's going to give him the advantage. I think.
But a great restart for Corey Heim, as you mentioned.
Danny Smith now in the 10th.
Nice observation. Sanchez, I mentioned, I thought he had the worst line, but he's still up front. But it's still a side-to-side battle with Christian Eckes at the stripe. Who's it going to be to lead this lap? It's Eckes. So they're side by side, door to door, but Sanchez pulls ahead in turn 1 to take the lead, clear of Christian Eckes. Third place, Ty Majeski, a little bit out to dry on the high side through turns 1 and 2, which you don't necessarily want. All right, Corey Heim in third. Going to try and dive down around Majeski. He will try to clear, and he is clear now. Chase Purdy's worked his way up to the top 10.
And he's strong early.
Danny Smith already up to 6th, but Hosevar has dropped back to 10th.
What kind of transition, Phil, do you think this truck will go through as it cools off into the evening? Will
Matt
we see
Craftsman
this
restarted in
go
28th
or-
position.
Straightforward. Look at this
He's
man.
already up to 19th. Charging past Raja Caruth down the backstretch. Jake Garcia and Dean Thompson in his sights. Raja Caruth coming back on the high side a bit to get back around the number 88.
Matt had that pit stop, and he's already back to where he was, 18th, so the adjustments must be paying off for him here.
And remember, no tires. He has the same tires he started the race on.
Wow, look at all that traffic. That'll make you nervous, won't it? Especially if you're a veteran like Crafton that's seen a whole lot of stuff go down. Watching these
Oh, it's a
trucks
77 lap stage.
slide around.
And so many of these drivers said he's really never raced around.
Okay, Chad Chastain is now officially out of the race, thank God.
Raced a whole lot. Raja had a handful of starts last year, but man hasn't spent a lot of time racing around Raja and a lot of the other guys.
How about Zane Smith at 12 spots after qualifying 18th? He's now found himself up there in the mix in 6th.
We had a feeling he might move towards the front end.
And he made most of that ground on the restart. He got about 5 trucks on that last one, so
I wonder. I think Sanders has led every lap thus far. With competition cautions, it could be feasible that he could lead the entire race. I don't know. That's off on my head. Not likely at all, but it's a possibility. All right, Hocevar trying to make the move on Tanner Gray for 9th place. And right behind him is Tanner's brother Taylor. Oh, what a save by Tanner Gray. My God, and allowed Taylor Gray to get past. And now a gaggle of cars are going to get past him, including Matt Crafton. Holy good moly! They're driving like mad.
Looks like there's been a tire rub on Tyler Ankram's truck.
Ooh, I see that now. Thanks for pointing that out. Looks like I think the left or right rear. Man.
Yeah, I think it's the left rear.
Gotcha. Carson Hocevar also lost a bunch of positions as a result of that. Or a couple, excuse me.
And as a result, Dean Thompson now made it to 10th.
Nice run for him. 3 of the 4 Tricon trucks in the top 10.
Gets that left rear tire closer to the fender.
All right. Phil Parsons confirms it. It's a left rear.
Just a couple laps.
I was just going to say, do you just take that chance knowing that competition caution's coming out here in about 2
Here comes Majeski on. Oh, I thought I mistook Rhodes for Majeski for Rhodes. My mistake. Rhodes for Majeski. Anyway, Majeski makes it around Heim. So now it's their third Rhodes, 4th Majeski, 5th is Heim.
Good battle here with Corey Heim.
Sport teammates now running second, 3rd, and 4th.
Meanwhile, the other 2 aren't running well at all.
Both of those drivers off to terrific start.
Sanchez dominant thus far.
Meanwhile, Nick Sanchez.
Oh, okay. I forgot. Christian Eckes led 1 lap, so we can't lead them all, unfortunately.
He learned a lot at Las Vegas. Remember how good he was there?
All right, lap 35. I believe this is where the caution is supposed to fly.
Alliance with KBM. Kyle gave him some great advice, told him take with the truck and get you. You know how good these trucks are. Don't push it too much, and I think he's going to apply that here today.
Yeah, I listened to him after qualifying earlier today, and he just was so confident because of his team. He kept emphasizing how much the team meant to the success he was having and the great crew behind him.
I mean, this kid, so good thus far. The leading rookie on the tour, not in the top 10 in points yet, but he's looking mighty strong today. Caution is out.
The competition caution is out.
Yes.
Caution of the day. This one is the competition caution.
This will give Keith McGee the free pass. Get another look at the incident with Tanner Gray.
Say gaggle of trucks back there around the 10th spot.
There's going to be some contact right there.
That was close, Phil. Yeah. I talked about how flat that corner is. You're barely hanging on to the pickup truck anyway, and you can see Gray into Hocevar, and he did it. Both of them did a nice job hanging on. But unfortunately lost a lot of ground. And then watch this mess.
Watch the 9 of Colby Howard go to the inside.
Oh!
Looked like Tyler Ankrum drove down there to block him, and Colby was already there. They made contact.
When I talk about speeds of 180, 90 miles an hour, things happen quickly. His spotter probably didn't get the message to him soon enough.
That's one team that's happy. This competition caution flag is out. Some pit stops when we come back.
Alrighty. Comp caution. Alright, so we'll make their adjustments. Oh, I forgot the way the Dash for Cash works. Is that the person who won the money gets to go for it again, even if they don't finish top 4. All right, Allgaier, Chandler Smith, Nemechek, and Berry will be going for it at Martinsville. I'd put money on Josh Berry personally to win that $100,000. And I should also say, this today is the 30th anniversary that we lost Alan Kulwicki, one of the greatest underdogs in NASCAR history. I'm curious, who here would be watching the Australian Grand Prix tomorrow morning at 1 in the morning, at least where I am.
I know one thing's for sure, I'm not doing that.
You're in Kentucky, right? I think that's...
No. A little bit further to the west of that.
Kansas?
Close to it.
Oklahoma? Nebraska? Oklahoma?
No, in Missouri.
Missouri. Damn it. Missouri times... I want to say you're central. Yeah. So for you, it's midnight.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like... Obviously, there are 3 races that are like... there are 3 races that are just very late for Americans, for F1. Australia, Japan, and the night race at Vegas. Australia is one of my least favorite tracks, so I'm not particularly thrilled. I'm still watching, though, because Sergio Perez crashed in qualifying, so he's starting dead last. So that'll be interesting. That could be interesting to watch. Both the Mercedes outsped the Aston Martins, and both Ferraris finished qualifying second and third. So that's slightly encouraging. Max Verstappen won the fucking pole as expected. I don't know. We might see something interesting. Also, something what's bullshit about Australia F1 is that F1 gets full broadcast rights over the whole weekend. The supercars have 4 races there, but because F1 gets full broadcasting rights, they can't even broadcast supercars outside of Australia at all. It's bullshit. No, you can't even get highlights on the supercars channel.
Second when the competition came out. Those
adjustments that the crew has to make to their new roles. Charles Denick, the crew chief for Christian Eckes, actually went over the wall. He made some of the adjustments on the truck, and all of his guys really had to rally together to get out there, just like all of the teams up and down pit lane. And Christian was able to drive from 6th, where he started, all the way up to 2nd. He said that was really one of his focuses when he started off this year. He used to save some for the end of the race, but he said that doesn't do me any good in getting points, and he didn't make the championship.
At the end of the stage, I'm gonna get a quick
his
dinner.
strategy all season is to just go
back
hard,
before
get up there, and do the
race
best that he can with the
resumes.
stages. Ben Rhodes in that number 99 machine. When I talked to him earlier on, he said that he wanted top 10s all year. We talked about how he had that 111th place finish at Daytona. We thought it was a shining season. He said, no, that's a black spot on my season. He wanted a top 10, and he started off with an 11th. So his new goal is to finish all of the laps for the season. It's been done once by his teammate Matt Crafton back in 2013.
Finishing all the laps in the season is a very tall order.
Is to make these
The
adjustments.
first thing I think of is IndyCar. As far as I know, it's only ever been done once. Tony Kanaan in 2004. I don't know about NASCAR. I think Kevin Harvick, I want to say, came very close to it. In 2020, he might have missed one. Either that or he did complete all of them.
But I can't get there.
Oh, love Dallas, Texas, the horses. Horsepower, want more of it.
When moderate to severe ulcerative colitis keeps flaring, put it in check with Rinvoq, a once-daily pill.
When UC got unpredictable, I got rapid symptom relief with Rinvoq and left bathroom urgency behind. Check.
When UC got in my way, I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
All right, let me check the modified race.
With the most significant technology after generation, tool after tool, and again,
Ooh, the number 19 modified has crashed at Richmond.
Ooh.
Head on, almost head on.
Tire was down. Damage was already made for a pretty good bit of contact off turn 2. And he was racing with Doug Kobe directly ahead of him, and the car just took off. Obviously, nowhere to go. Anthony Cecily still waiting to climb out of that.
Anthony Cecily, his
so
name.
much optimism around him at the start of the season. He won an indoor race in his home state, New Jersey, down in Atlantic City. That's a big deal up in the Northeast in the month of January. He had a top 5 run at New Smyrna Speedway. Midway through Speed Week, Stephen Kopchik said, I'm going home. I'm going to build the race car that we need to be able to run at Richmond the rest of the season. It was this car, a brand new car, and he had raced his way inside the top 5 after starting 10th here today for Anthony Cecily. But unfortunately, a little too aggressive that time off turn number 2 is what will cost him an opportunity to go for the win.
You know, when he first sat behind the Kopchik prepared race car, he said, I've driven a lot of race cars, but I have never...
Number 64 is in the lead at Richmond. Modified Richmond entry list. Let me find how many cars are in the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This is only the second race. Hard to believe. And you know, Joe, we haven't really talked about the similarity.
All right, so I think with that, assuming no other cars have wrecked out, I think 30 cars are left in the field. 31 entered in total. A couple of some NASCAR some of the drivers people might know looking at the field. Patrick Emmerling is running double duty in the 07 modified truck. We got Brian Dawsett in the 97 and NASCAR Cup Series drivers Brian Newman in the 39 and Bobby Labonte in the 38. So that's interesting. The 64 of Austin Beers is leading. Ronnie Silk is in second in the 16 car. All right, anyway.
All inside.
We're back.
Now it's really split.
I love the choose rule. It takes luck out of it. You know, you get where you get because you go where you want to go.
Heather. Well, Jamie, we talk about mistakes on pit road that happen when we have live competitive pit stops, but we just had a mistake here for Tanner Gray. The team put on the right rear tire on the left side and the left rear tire on the right side. Luckily, they caught it and had to make that change really quick, but they only had about 2 seconds left to torque down those lugs.
Oh, wow.
I've had that happen before. You know, unfortunately, it is wicked.
It's a mess. But I didn't really like calling them non-competitive pit stops because putting a tire on and doing everything your job, that is competition.
I bet those boys looked like they were in tip-top shape running over that wall fixing that mistake.
No, that might have been the fastest tire change of the whole year when they had to get those tires squared away.
We got a glimpse at Las Vegas. What would happen?
I think Doug Colby's in the 7.
Late on an airplane, and remember Kyle Busch came down pit road without his regular.
Yes.
Normally,
Tommy Baldwin car. Anyway,
pit stops, and it was a 30-second pit stop. So that's how trained and how athletic.
Trying to get ready to go again. Pace truck pulling off. Gonna have 41 laps to go in the stage. It's gonna be the 3rd restart of the day.
Oh, really? I want to hear more about that as we go back to racing with Nick Sanchez in control.
Man, that scares me when they kick up that dust.
I guess got a good run on that high side.
Tear the whole nose off the truck because you just get too low. And that just goes
Can he clear the 2 though?
like that, you can't see what's out of it. You're just at the mercy of the guy you're following. You're following the guy behind you. That's all you can see.
This is a great shot. Look at Zane Smith up in the mix.
Zane Smith in 5th.
Now he's up there giving us a great view of what's happening up ahead.
Vegas is hanging right in there.
Yes,
Top 2 running side by side. Zane Smith to 4th. Here comes Ben Rose behind to 3rd. And now Sanchez clears just as he did last time.
Ben Rhodes on the bottom of the 99, side by side with Eckes now, trying to take that 2nd spot.
And he's going to come close. He's not clear. Oh! Almost a wreck.
But he stayed in it. Now he's going to pull back up beside Christian Eckes.
This is like the inside line is really good in the. Oh my God! Inside line appears to be really good through the quad oval section, but the 2 is just pulling away.
Christian Nexus is keeping that left front corner right over next to that right rear quarter panel. Look at
Dean Thompson up to 6.
Now up at 12.
Dean Thompson up to 6. One more drive, and now he just passed his teammate. He's now the highest running Tricon truck. And when does that ever happen?
In the 11, the black and red truck.
Dean's going to look up top.
Here comes Zane Smith on the outside of Christian Eckes. Ben Rhodes passed for second.
Nick Sanchez is enjoying it as well.
That looks so good in your rearview mirror. Wow.
What just happened? Oh, man, almost right between Tyler Ankrum and Carson Hocevar. Holy crap.
Great saves by both of them.
Ooh. Just like last time. Oh, both of these trucks had problems in the last run. Near wrecks or problems with their trucks.
Good run at Las Vegas. The last time we ran on a true mile-and-a-half racetrack, but no top
neither of them are in the top 20.
Season. No top 15s, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, but he had a top 10 truck as you're talking in Vegas and had some issues that took him out of the finish he deserved. So when you have speed at Vegas, it makes you really look forward to Texas because you're like, a lot of the same tendencies and characteristics to drive fast at this track that you have in Vegas.
And he's going to get some top 10 finishes too, and he does not have any yet in his career. 11th is his best finish.
See Zane losing his nose there a little bit as Eckes and Rhodes.
Timing bar is all fucked up.
Exactly where he wants it yet,
there we go. Now it's fixed.
A couple more tries at it, and we'll see it make a difference.
Yeah, driving from 18th up inside the top 5 that quick with a lot more race to go. I feel good about the adjustments that team will make together.
See there, 36 laps to go in stage 1.
Daniel Dye just lost a ton of spots.
The last couple of years. We've added 18 laps. It's 27.
I don't know what happened. He might have. He just lost like 5 positions and.
Good handling truck. You didn't see a whole lot of messing with the steering wheel, and last time by he was just a couple of tenths off the fastest truck on the track.
Yeah, if you see his right hand go way over the top of the steering wheel, that would mean he was probably a little tight, or obviously he had to turn back to the right.
Debbie's now inside the top 15.
But it looked like he was pretty neutral there.
Matt Crafton leads this group of trucks. Cody Howard, you see there.
Brett Holmes in the 32. Battle for 16th back there side by side. There's racing all over the place.
Matt Crafton, I said, leading this group 14, so he's made a little bit of progress after that adjustment. You expect the experienced veteran that Crafton is to be able to tell the team exactly what he needs to make the truck even better yet. Then down on the bottom, Jack Wood, we saw those big problems he had at the start of the race, but he seems to have stabilized inside the top 20.
Yeah, Jack Wood started on the front row. Obviously a fast truck, but he slipped up, saved it early on. I believe it was the initial start of the race, and he was never able to recover. So running back there, trying to make his way forward.
Here's Majeski getting around Chase Ford truck. Yeah. Chase Purdy losing a little bit of ground. Here comes Grant in.
Still running top 10 though.
Good start to the year for Chase Purdy with a couple top 10 finishes at Vegas and Atlanta.
Talked to him in Atlanta down in the garage area, and he says we're going to do some good stuff with this Bama buggy this year. That's his sponsor on the side. You see Ankrum again loose, and here comes Carson Hocevar. Will he take
again? These two can't get away from each other.
Yeah, Jack Wood, the 51, got him on the outside. I mentioned Jack Wood a few moments ago. Jack's fighting his way back here.
Carson Hocevar and Ankrum nearly ended their race just a few laps ago. Now it looks like Carson's heading in the right direction, and Eckes not so much. Excuse me, Ankrum not so much.
Nick Sanchez, Ben Rhodes, Christian Eckes, Zane Smith, and Dean Thompson, your top 5.
Nick Sanchez about 2 seconds ahead of the whole field.
And a half lead for this, nearly 2 seconds now for Nick Sanchez. He's driving away, Jamie.
44 laps left and counting. Plenty more action from Texas after this.
Moderate to severe
All right, commercial. Whoa. We got the modified race.
Running a completely different line, Joe. He's running the inside instead of
Slow
running back
car on the
outside.
inside of the backstretch on Richmond.
Trying to make that car
At
down
Richmond.
the pit road along the bottom. We'll see if he can get that onto pit road before a caution flag comes out. 58, Eric Goodale. In a battle here,
Caution.
and the caution does indeed come out, and it'll be the 4th of the day, 56 laps into the race. And the caution for Tim Conley, as there's a bit of smoke coming out the right side of his machine, could not quite get it all the way around turns 3 and 4 and off the racetrack. And that's the reason for our caution here today.
Bobby Labonte is running in 4th at Richmond.
Acknowledges and customers all on all of them that have to create based on energy technology. Let's say if I was caught up energy. How many have? It's for yourself to find out.
Oh, we're back. I didn't even notice it. Jesus Christ.
That'll get your attention on the racetrack, and I think that's what Matt Crafton's faced with right now. And so he's wanting to get rid of these guys, get ahead of them, and march on up toward the top 10. Making some good progress is the 88 of Crafton.
And remember, 11 drivers were not born when he ran his first race at this racetrack.
That's a heck of a stat right there.
There's Grant Enfinger making his way inside the top 10, racing with Taylor Gray.
I'm already kind of tapped out from this race, and that's just kind of pathetic.
Had a good start to this race.
He has.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm starting to wonder why they decided to make this race longer.
We talked about it last year, Mike.
I don't know.
He seemed to get more out of his equipment than we thought he could. And now this is obviously really good equipment with Tricon Garage. And man, is he doing
It's not a ton longer, but it's still. We're only a third of the way through the race, and I didn't even realize we went back green.
In the truck series, that's a good feeling for somebody that's aspiring to win a championship and win NASCAR races. That gives you the confidence it takes to do the job.
It's always interesting for me to see at the beginning of the season all these changes and, who will prevail, who will find that chemistry with that crew chief and that new team, and I think Dean Thompson is one of them.
Driver changes, manufacturer changes. It's been quite the playbook to study when we get ready to cover one of these truck races.
Well, Chase Purdy went through all of it, right? He goes to KBM goes through manufacturer change and moves to Chevrolet, and you know, I talked to Chase last week, and he just feels like, now that I'm at this team, at KBM, I really feel like I can show what I'm capable of. I really feel like I fit in here. And he talked to his crew chief, Jimmy Villeneuve, and he's like, we have a chip on our shoulder at KBM. We want to win, and we really feel like this kid can, but we've got to learn to walk before we run with him.
He's doing another nice job here today as well. Right now running in the 8th spot. Bowman riding along with Zane Smith in the 4th spot right here. There he is. There's Chase Purdy. You like Bama buggies. You like saying that, don't you? It's fun, isn't it?
What are Bama buggies anyway?
Saying that Chase is holding a Purdy wheel.
Purdy wheel.
I see what you did there.
Heather, what do they say?
Oh, the deal, their ATV dealer. Okay.
Well, we saw earlier him get really loose and almost take out
Yeah, that's probably what I was wondering.
However, it seems to be coming to him at this point. They just came over the radio.
I've never ridden an all-terrain vehicle, though I think I'd like to take one for a spin. It's like a snowmobile you can take anywhere. Okay. Kosovar, let's see, where is he at now? 18.
And he is going to be the jack man whenever they make adjustments during these breaks. And I told Phil, we might get a camera on you today to see you in action. So he's probably pretty happy that we're showing him right now instead of during the break coming up.
And the biggest thing is, like, the field is very spread out, more so than usual. I think typical 1.5.
Using the simulator back at the shop and then translating that into what they actually bring to the racetrack. Well, today as Austin sits up on the timing stand right now, listening for what those adjustments might be. He's also got a little bit of arm pop going on because during that first pit stop, he was the jack man. So we're going to see him go back out over the wall again. But everybody pulling double duty today. It's been exciting to watch. They've got 2 more chances to do it, too.
30 truck. Slow. Brian Vargas just got lapped.
Phil Gould, who's normally, you know, you do the strategy, you sit on the pit box, but he gets to get off and actually jack the truck. So
this is the site of, I think, Vargas' only top 10 in NASCAR.
Said everybody that's on the roster, they have to, their teams have to submit a roster to NASCAR.
Texas Fall 2020.
Everybody on the roster can go over the wall on these not competitive.
That was a painful race.
And by the way, next week, Bristol Dirt, non-competitive stops for trucks and the Cup Series, which talk about strange, seeing these drivers pull in, turn off their cars, and watch the mechanics go to work.
Dean Thompson holding off Ty Majeski.
Dean Thompson's getting heated up by Ty Majeski for that 5th position. You know, we talked about that 2.5-second lead that Nick Sanchez has. Ben Rhodes has cut that down to just 1 second and 4/10. So things are tightening up in the front. A lot of action on the racetrack. It's funny. There you see Nick Sanchez. He's looking in the mirror in that 99 of Ben Rhodes.
15 laps to go on the stage.
Yep, it's all about Nick Sanchez. 15 laps to go until stage 1 is complete. We're going to step aside. You won't miss a thing.
Craftsman is back.
All right, what's the deal of the race? Let's see what it is.
We're offering racing fans different Craftsman deals throughout the season.
I missed a lot of them.
Get the job done.
It's besides Daytona. The deal of the race is this is the same fucking deal from Daytona. It's the 2 power drills.
So scan the QR code now to get the current deal of the race.
The deal of the race brought to you by Craftsman.
God damn.
Moderate to severe eczema still disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it disrupts my skin with itch. It disrupts my skin with rash. But now, I can disrupt eczema with Rinvoq. Rinvoq is not a steroid, topical, or injection. It's 1 pill once a day. Many taking Rinvoq saw clear or almost clear skin, while some saw up to 100% clear skin. And they felt dramatic and fast itch relief, some as early as 2 days. That's Rinvoq Relief.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers, including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your doctor about Rinvoq.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
When you see Wendy's Square Hamburger, you know you're getting the best. Guess who else knows that? Reggie Miller.
I got 5 burgers coming up. Heard ya. Hamburgers.
Already 10 to go in stage 1.
Yep.
God, this already seems to have gone on for so long.
I know. I blame the fucking track, man. Richmond didn't feel this long.
Yeah, the Richmond race didn't feel nearly as long as this.
Is it just the track? Is it the truck series? Is it a bit of both? I don't know. I guess I'll find out when I watch the IndyCar race tomorrow.
I feel like this is more on the track because last year's Cup race, particularly the fall one, basically felt just like this. There was just more chaos.
They both felt long. Especially the ending of the All-Star race didn't make it any better.
Yeah, that's the reason why they're now at North Wilkesboro.
Thank God for that. All right. Anyway, while it's going on, great run for Dean Thompson right now.
And gained some ground, actually pulled away more from Enfinger and Craftsman. You see Christian Eckes right now running that second.
Oh, great. Haley Deegan finally passed Chris Wright, and the fact that I had to say it like that, the guy that took 30 laps to pass Chris fucking Wright, is a travesty in itself. Oh, God, only 8 to go. Oh, man. Mason Massey goes a lap down.
Like what Kyle Larson does.
Much.
Got some loud traffic. They've got to work
Keith
their
McGee
way
is out of the race.
Slowing him up. Woo, that was close. They came up on the bumper. Daniel Dye's truck, able to duck to the bottom. Ben Rhodes continues to hang on to that second spot.
Christian Eckes was not able to clear Daniel Dye. You see the ground he's losing to Ben Rhodes.
They've got this lead down to just a second and a tenth.
Max McLaughlin currently leading the modified race with Dustin Bonsignor in second. 7 laps to go in stage 1 for the truck race.
Let's see the distance.
But have an opportunity, another.
Bring back the progress bar.
Some more adjustments as well. There's that Speedy Cash truck.
SpeedyCash.com, sponsor of the race, and they have a victory lane here in the middle of Texas. It's green. It says SpeedyCash.com all over.
And Bonsignor to the front.
Kind of blends in with the green grass, doesn't it?
It does. It's beautiful. Glad to see the sun shining. Weather's been great. This race is actually
way better than
7
Richmond's
weeks
weather
earlier this year, so not as hot as it was in 2022.
Well, there's a difference because you're running this in April, and the other one was in fucking May.
Got that light truck up ahead of him.
Like, several weeks makes a difference, especially as I go towards the summer.
Tanner Gray just gets right back on the back of Craftsman. It's a great battle for this last spot inside the top 10.
Yeah, Stuart Friesen right there. The red truck just went out of the screen, bottom of the screen. He's also in that battle. He's in the 9th spot. Chase Purdy, the 4, right?
Say Ben Rhodes has been slowly reeling in Sanchez. I don't know if it's enough to make a dent in his lead to actually catch up to him, though.
Did you see anything with that yellow 23 truck moving in? I don't know if he got tight or loose, but definitely out of the gas off turn 2 was Friesen.
And that loss of momentum carried him all the way down the backstretch into turn number 3.
Brad Enfinger, the 23, trying to capitalize on that move. And Matt Crafton in the 88, watching it all unfold, trying to make his mark. Trying to get in the top 10
slow
here
car
with just 3 laps to
in the
go
modifieds
stage 1.
going to pit road.
Majeski likes that top you talked about, Phil. He's faster right now than Zane Smith.
Austin Beers, the pole sitter, now up front. Ooh.
Yeah, Todd was up in the top 5 on that restart and then lost about 5 positions. Now he's battled his way back all the way to 5th, trying to grab that 4th spot from Zane. If Zane gives him the outside, Majeski's going to go by.
There it is. You called it, Phil.
Zane Smith trying to challenge Majeski, but I don't know. Majeski makes the pass, on Zane Smith for 4th. I had it backwards, my bad.
And then the crew chiefs have to get their brains in gear to say,
okay, final lap of stage 1.
Thank fucking Christ.
Yeah, what does your truck do on the bottom? What does it do when you move up? And how can we split the difference there maybe a little bit?
Maybe talk about it on the broadcast.
Stage racing, they race like it's the end of the race. The battle here. Matt Crafton still in that 11th
All right, now
spot.
to see Sanchez going through 3.
Nick Sanchez.
And out of 4 towards the quad oval. Oh, we can finally say Sanchez wins stage 1, Rhodes P2, Eckes 3rd, Majeski 4th, Zane Smith 5th, Dean Thompson 6th, Corey Heim 7th, Chase Purdy 8th, Stuart Friesen 9th, and 10th place to Grant Enfinger.
Just missing out.
Okay, I'm going to get some food and try not to lose faith in life itself. Okay.
And he's been dominant during
77 laps complete, 90 to go. And I'll be back momentarily.
Your teenage more stable for kids.
Where's my fucking wallet? I need my wallet.
All that says the offer there.
Of course, I need to go leave, and now I can. There it is. I've got a lot of shit on my clean up.
Yep, mine.
For a year, bye. Got a peer-reviewed study right here that says you're a pussy.
Welcome back to speedycash.com 250 station. On the right side of your screen, Nick Sanchez picks up 10 points all the way down to Grant Enfinger, who takes all with 1 point. And you see the ball trump is up into 10, not to have the pit stop. It scores on their truck. So you're really happy about me that stays within it goes 10 points. They continue the investment on that first house, so they're going to up there. He also continued the water tempo going up, but they did say there was traffic on the grill, and that was the reason, so they're going to see that on as well. And then next to him in the 6th position, it's the best running pad so far that's come to the game. Looking for his first top 15 of the year, finished 29th here last year. He was pretty quiet on the radio until he's in there saying that he needs to remove the security in that racetrack, which has been all over the racetrack, so they'll make some adjustments again in that thing out. The red roads and that number 99 machine, he just needs to tighten up everywhere. He said, particularly from center off the border, he was just way too loose. He didn't feel like he had enough where he was able to actually fight and defend anybody. So they're going to tighten him up all around the racetrack. Otherwise, they're pretty normal for him on the promotion lane. They're making pretty significant changes to that number 38 machine. He said it was numb on those times. It was really struggling with finding the sprint. His crew chief, Chris Lawson, said that's the way the strength that they have as a team is staying communication to him and what he's able to do with it. What's really made the difference in the last of the win races at ultimately last year's championship. So it's a status quo for him, takes it off, he can back out under the ring with Diddy. Lady sounds like a lot of adjustments there, a lot of loose racetrack. up there. Long stage 1 is in the book. There you go. Longest stage 1 is in series history, 77 rounders.
Longest first stage in the entire series history.
Any customer that held hands since 1997. But life has gotten much busier and convenience matters. So now, you can have to apply. Call, click, or come in. Call, and we'll help you complete your application over the phone. Click, give the phone call, and go online anytime, any place. Or come in and chat face to face with a real person with real solutions. So when you get cash back, we've got your back. Apply now. Call, click, or come in. Get cash. I'm trying to understand.
I'm back. Are we still under competition caution?
Apparently, I think so.
Good to know.
But yeah, they mentioned that apparently this is the longest first stage that has ever happened in the entire history of the truck series.
I can believe that.
Since this format was brought in 6 years ago.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
And design is such because there's a competition caution. All right, we're back on the track.
Real football for real fans. So tune in, that'll be fun.
But did he like less rules in NASCAR?
There's times that, some of the rules that are in place have caused him actions detrimental. Sure,
And then he goes on actions detrimental and talks about those actions.
Big week this week for Denny and a bunch of the race car drivers up there in Richmond. That's his home track.
He's pretty good up there.
Yeah.
Got the win last year.
Can't wait to watch those Cup boys tomorrow on the short track in Virginia.
Looking forward to that. Time for the choose.
Let's choose it. 3 of them to the outside.
That's switched around since the first time, huh?
Now they're going 3 to the bottom. Everybody's on a different agenda, and I think that's great. I think that just tells you that both lanes are pretty equal. I would kind of like to be on the outside because you get so loose down there on the bottom, so that's a little bit of a challenge. You get the right start, though. You definitely want to take the bottom if you're on the pole, so you can get down there first to turn 1.
Well, it's been a good day for Danny Stockman as The 2 team is dominated. You're standing by with the crew chief.
Yes, they have had a dominating day so far, and we've talked a lot about your driver and how much you like working with him. So can you expand on that and his impressive performance he's had so far today?
Yeah, he's just a special kid. He's always smiling and just brings a lot of fire to this team. And you can see by his performance today that he's the real deal. And we just got to keep tuning on it. That Firestone rubber got worn off there, and we started to go a little bit free. But the Gainbridge Chevrolet is really fast today, so hopefully we can get it done.
Thank you. Good luck with the rest of the race.
Thank you, Heather. It's always fun to hear from the crew chiefs. And he said something interesting there, talking about how that Firestone rubber from IndyCar is starting to wear out and the trucks are changing.
It kind of confused me a little bit because I thought they probably would build towards tight. Instead, they're actually building towards loose.
You know, sometimes, Phil, with how precise the setups are on these trucks, when the truck starts to gain grip, the front ends are so sensitive. They start to stick better, and the back end starts to hang out. That's a real challenge. You know, you want those front tires to hang in there, and we'll see.
All right, here we go. We're green for the second stage.
Stage 2 begins.
Sanchez and Ben Rhodes first, second.
By Christian Eckes.
Three trucks on the outside. Organized right there on that restart.
Shane Smith up to third.
This is a real learning experience right here for Nick Sanchez. That truck out in front on its own drives much differently and does it.
All right, this is where Sanchez has been able to get in front of everyone he's raced against on the restarts. And he does.
Look at that stretch out into the corner.
So good. There, you got to beat him in one lap or you won't beat him at all.
That was an impressive move.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I see it.
Another rack.
Wow. It's Wallace Allen.
That's Lawless Allen.
Oh, jeez.
Nice Motorsports moment.
How did he do that?
How did that happen? That is crazy.
Was that a 360 or a 720 he did there?
He was 21st at the time.
Give him a 9.5 on my scorecard.
I need to look at that again. That was impressive.
That was a long slide.
He just spun out.
So he just got loose on his own out of turn 2.
Sounds about right.
A lot back the other way. And he grabbed it after a 360. Nice job. Nice awareness, too. To know when you're back straight, you got to have your wheels straight as well.
I like how he didn't lock the brakes down forever. You know, he just drove the thing until the very end.
And look at all the trucks heads up around. About 6 of them had to avoid that truck. All right.
Is Daniel Dye on?
He's getting overtime pay right now.
He's part of our broadcast team.
Look at this.
Wow.
Daniel Dye is getting everything on camera, man.
Mason Massey? I think it might have been.
Yeah, Mason's on the lead lap. He got the free pass earlier.
So Wallace Allen with a heck of a save. Looks like he's going to stay out.
We'll have to come in, maybe get some tires with the flat spotting.
Caution is out for the 5th time here at Texas. Nick Sanchez, Ben Rhodes on the front row.
If you still have symptoms of moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis or active psoriatic arthritis after a TNF blocker like Humira or Enbrel, Rinvoq is different and may help.
Stand up to your symptoms with Rinvoq. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that tackles pain, stiffness, swelling. For some, Rinvoq significantly reduces RA and PSA fatigue.
It can stop further irreversible joint damage, and Rinvoq can leave skin clear or almost clear in PSA. That's Rinvoq relief.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk
now we're
factor
just
have higher risks. Don't take it allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor.
We're not even halfway through this fucker. We still have one more non-competitive caution.
In trouble for time and Majeski about the same as almost Allen had an issue this happened.
In trouble for Ty Majeski about the same time that Wallace Allen had an issue. This happened.
We'll see.
Just up ahead.
Oh!
Outside.
Let's see what happened. I didn't.
Just a little bit wide.
Oh man, he smacked that wall. That's in the try. That's in the quad. All right.
NASCAR allows you to change a flat tire visibly flat. They allow you to change it with no penalty.
Ty Majeski was 4.
Yeah, we hit the sub goal and the view goal for the stream. I just noticed. Thank y'all so much. All right, it wasn't a big goal to hit, but it was something. All right, Sanchez completely clear this time.
He just gets in turn 1 so well. There's Corey Himes sneaking to the inside of Zane Smith. Corey's in the 11 truck. Third in line on the inside, and Stuart Friesen, the 52, right behind him. I love the fact that we have 2 distinct grooves right now.
No, we don't.
Make speed with.
Fuck off.
At the end of that
Like 1.5.
stage, it looked like maybe that outside groove was starting to have a bit of advantage up there. As the tires heat up, maybe it gets a little bit more grip up there. Dean Thompson again, just strong inside that top 5 in the 5 truck.
Ben Rhodes not as strong here on this restart. Sanchez getting away.
Oh, you hear Stewart just got a little tight there off turn 4. That's probably exactly what happened to the 98 truck. Ty Majeski, when he hit that wall, just lost the front end.
Guys, Dean Thompson has moved back up in the top 5. In his career, he had run in the top 5 for 13 laps prior to this race, and now it's like 32 laps in this race alone.
I gotta say, Fox's broadcast for the Truck Series is usually pretty terrible, but Phil Parsons does a pretty good job in the booth. I don't know what y'all think about that.
The changes that they made at
Aaron, do you have any thought on that?
They're not really sinking the way that they thought. They're off at 3 and 2.
Honestly, I don't really have much to add on that.
Okay.
Happy with what he has here for the second stage.
Ben Rhodes gave up his spot there. Christian Eckes to the second spot.
Taylor Gray now up to 7th.
Wow. The 18-year-old getting it done.
Now see that we now got all 4 of the Tricon trucks in the top 10.
Hauling ass.
Show up ready to go racing as teenagers, and he's done a magnificent job in that 17 truck.
Remember, we saw him last year with very limited amount of starts because of his age, and looked like he might was going to win the race at Indianapolis Raceway Park, and he got taken out.
Stewart rebounding here. See if he can complete the pass. Not quite. Grant Enfinger in that yellow truck back there looking on.
Battle for 7th right there. Taylor Gray and Stuart Friesen. Taylor Gray, the 18-year-old out of Denver, North Carolina, the younger brother to Tanner Gray. Tanner Gray having another good run. Solid top 10 effort so far today.
Yeah, good start to the season for Tanner Gray. Had that best career finish. Runner-up at Daytona. There he is in the 15 truck ahead of Chase Purdy and Matt DiBenedetto. We haven't talked a lot about Matt DiBenedetto as it looked like the 61 of Anchorman went really high off of turn 4.
Right behind them, Tyler was out of the groove, and yeah, I think he made contact. Rogers is slowing down as well in that 24 truck.
Yeah, Rogers being split on both sides. There's Anchorman fighting back now, that orange and black, number 16.
Oh, so yeah, the 24 does look slow. Or at least He looked slower.
Kosovar on the bottom.
No, he's definitely just slow.
That's
Caruth.
going to explain what happened to Raja.
Oh, he smacked the
pushed
wall.
on the outside wall by Carson Kosovar.
That's a tough break for Raja. Having a good solid run and just got wrecked.
And now Caruth is on the pits.
Damn it,
He's making his
man.
way down pit road now.
Yeah, Caruth has definitely not had a good start to the season.
No.
Front is flat.
To be fair, Daniel Bryant hasn't been doing too hot either.
Time of that contact.
Yeah, I feel like GMS. Is it probably because GMS is prioritizing Enfinger over these guys?
Motor Club and that whole fold. They're as a whole, they're down.
Well, yeah, that is a good point. I mean, only last week did we actually see a decent run out of Jones and Gregson.
Well, they were both good in Atlanta, too.
Or electric impact. Look, electric is not going to be.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Overall, the start of the season, they haven't been great.
Some more damage there.
And that's the point.
Putting the tire back on now. Probably will end up losing about 3 laps.
Get back in. Gonna get back in the game though. He pulls out that left front tire.
Yeah, that's where he got contact with Kosovar. Tough break for Raja. Hasn't been the start of the season that anybody at GMS was hoping for.
Yeah, Raja Caruth coming off his season best finish of 13th at Circuit of the Americas. He's shown some really good speed, but it's been another tough one for him today. As you see the leaders pass him there as he's on the apron trying to get back up.
There you see Nick Sanchez pulling off the wall on the back straightaway, maybe trying to break that track from Christian Texas a bit. And there goes Nate Thompson.
That's costing them getting rid of my garbage. So, I gotta clean up a bit.
Great job by Dean Thompson.
Got crap line all over the place.
For him,
Without a doubt.
here in Texas.
Alright. What's this? Okay, it's a 45 lap stage, so we're going to lap 122. This stage's already feel like it's gone on for forever.
His entry into that corner.
And we're not even halfway through the stage. Oh, Lord help us all.
Talking about GMS.
And Finger and Friesen, that's for 8th place.
And Fink down on the bottom, battling with Stuart Friesen.
Battling for the 8th spot right now.
Man, as the guy that won this race a year ago, Phil, this has got to be a little disappointing for Stuart Friesen in that beautiful Ferris Motors truck.
Yeah, we talked about Raja not the start of the season that he was hoping for. Same thing with Stewart. He's had fast race trucks, just has had a lot of bad luck.
Man, a couple of weeks ago, they decided to make a change with the crew chief. Blake Bainbridge is on top of that box now, so some adjustments coming with that. They know that they can build these fast
Chase
trucks.
Purdy, I think that's Purdy.
With this team, and it's just taking
On Grant Enfinger.
Stuart Friesen, who won the
This
race
is
a
for
year ago, he finds himself in
10th.
not terrible, but certainly not what we expect out of it.
Yeah, we talked about the fact that this race the weather's a lot different than this race. It's so many weeks earlier than it was last year, so sometimes that's just the difference in weather can be enough with your setup to change things.
Chase Purdy around Grant Enfinger up inside the top 10. Matt Benedetto started all the way out back and now trying to battle his way inside the top 10.
Yeah, Matty D in the 12th spot started in the back. He had that suspension issue problem in their 10 minutes, 15 minutes of practice earlier today. They had to start the back, and he's made his way up. So looking for maybe perhaps a top 10 for Matty D.
And Matt finished 10th in this race last year. He's got Matt Craftsman now trying to get by him, trying to grab that 12th spot.
And he does.
By Crafton. He started off a little bit shaky.
Ooh,
and he gets a little
88
bit
got
shaky.
he got shaky.
Making some good progress.
Stays
Matt Benedetto
going though, didn't crash, but the 25 is neck and neck with him.
Just a little blip of the throttle there when he got a little bit loose was enough to allow Matt Crafton to pull around the outside of him.
Side by
Kobe
side.
Howard too up into this battle. Kobe in that 9 truck.
Sanchez still out front by about 1.3 seconds.
All but 3 laps.
All right, and now we're on the commercial. We have 69 to go. Someone's having a good time with that somewhere. It's all I can think of because there's fucking nothing happening. All right. right, let me find the... All right, let me check Flow Sports, see how the modified race is going. $23 laps to go at Richmond. Doug Colby in the second.
Into the third position in the upper lane, short-lived because Patrick Emily takes back third.
Rolling up to third, now Ronnie Silk hooks a nose to the inside. Behind them, Justin Bonsanur, his car coming back to life, working to the inside of Brian Narducci, who gets loose off turn 2, gathers it back in and falls back to 6.
Brian Narducci does the time next move of the event. He gathers
Austin Beers in first. Second, Doug Colby. Third is Patrick Emberling. Fourth is Ronnie Silk. Fifth, Justin Bonsignor at Richmond in the modified division. Bobby Labonte, 2000 Cup Series champion, running in the 9th spot.
And he is being hunted down by literally a group of heavy hitters because Max McLaughlin is coming back to life as well.
And Max McLaughlin has learned what Bobby Labonte has done through turns 3 and 4 to go to the outside. Now Labonte stuck nearly in the middle of a 3 wide. JB Fortin wrestles him up the racetrack in turn 2, picks up another spot. How about Justin Bonsanur, though? Down to the bottom of turn 3, works underneath.
And you're going to make the best for third. Best 2 cars in the last lap or so. But here comes Emberling to the inside of Bonsignor.
Patrick Emberling moves to the bottom, moves in and out. Here's the crossover. Here comes again.
But here comes the 51 once again.
Season opening. He tries to pull it off. Look out, here comes Brian Narducci and Ron Silk.
A half a lap, they swapped the third position 3 times. Here comes Justin Bonsanur diving back to the inside of turn number 1. He'll take over third.
Bonsignor secures the third spot. Brian Narducci getting real antsy on the 16, and we're back
Thompson in the 4th position
for with the truck race.
We've seen that a lot. Nick was only the 3rd fastest truck, so these guys catch traffic the wrong way, and with the draft, this thing blows up in a hurry.
It looks like Nick gets to about a second ahead.
All right,
maybe a second
I'll be looking at chat until the modified race is over at this point.
Tell them to save your stuff. Don't overdo it. You've got a comfortable lead, or whether that's these trucks are that evenly matched after he gets that initial little second lead.
Sanchez with a less than a second lead over Christian Eckes.
To make any gains. He's kind of been stuck there in that top 5. He's had his hands full. Dean Thompson, who
Like he's coming in hard. Ryan Vargas got lapped again after getting a free pass earlier.
Right ahead of him, Dean Thompson. It's 2 laps in a row for Dean Thompson.
Thompson to 4th.
I like his line, too. He's not all the way to the bottom of the track.
He's 3 seconds behind, though.
You can see there, I talked about that draft. James Zane really pull it up on Dean as they enter turn 1.
Really a coming out party for Dean Thompson.
Yeah, Tricon Garage. I mean, all 4 trucks on the track right now, top 10.
That's quite amazing, really.
This lead's tightening up. Eckes is running down Nick Sanchez. You see those Tricon Garage trucks you spoke of, Jamie.
What a great outing. So much work to swap those trucks over from Fords last year to...
The number 64 is driven away from the second place Doug Colby. All right.
Those of you who are kind of new to
It's about a second lead for Nick Sanchez. 15 to go in stage 2.
Gained a couple of trucks.
51 is closing in hard on the 7. Here he goes down to the inside. The pass for second place. Justin Bonsignor takes second at Richmond Raceway. And on the inside also goes Patrick Emberling trying to get third on Doug Colby. All right. Nothing going on in the truck race, so I resorted to talking about the modified. It's a big gaggle now, kicking on 4th place, Doug Covey, Brian Narducci, and Ronnie Silk.
They won the championship together in the Arkham and Art Series last year, decided to move up to trucks, bring their driver Nick Sanchez along, formed an alliance with Kyle Busch Motorsports, and it's just working out. I mean, all those resources, and Nick is the kind of driver, he puts in that time. He's in the shop every day. He's working out. He invests time where he needs to. He talks to Kyle Busch, asks him the right questions, and then this is what you see.
And that guy on the right, Danny Stockman, knows what he's doing too. Former championship winning crew chief in the Truck Series as well as the Xfinity Series.
Danny Stockman knows how to take some drivers to their first wins, huh, Jamie?
Yes, he does. 3 drivers scored their first career win with Danny Stockman. Austin Dillon, Brandon Jones, Chandler Smith. Not too
9 laps to go.
Gentlemen have all gone on.
Can anyone catch up, though,
Multiple races.
to that 64 of Austin Beers?
Congratulations. Chandler Smith got the win in the Xfinity Series up at Richmond.
Love it when our truckers go up the ladder and just keep on winning. And there's a lot of them that are in this race tonight that are going to do the same thing.
That's what this series is all about. Heather, let's get an update.
Well, prior to today's race, Corey Heim only had 1 start here in Texas, and he told me it really took him a while to adjust and get comfortable last year. So he said it's crucial that he has that experience this year to give feedback to the team on what adjustments he needs. Now, early on in the race, he was really tight, but he didn't want to loosen the truck up because he was afraid it was going to come to him later in the run. But that stage break, the truck was extremely tight, and now he's extremely
Max
loose,
McLaughlin
so they're still
has
working on that
is
communication
racing
to get
hard,
that
already
alignment
to
exactly where
3rd.
it needs to be. The team did, however, tell him it looks better from our end, even though it might not feel that great.
34 battling hard for that 3rd spot. All right, 10 laps to go in stage 2 at the truck race. 7 to go at the modified race at Richmond. I'm trying to do like 2 things at once.
Corey Himes had his hands full. He's on the tight side, and he's to the loose side. But they will have another shot at it. 9 laps to go in stage number 2.
Very close battle for 2nd spot. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Though, because the leader has gone away from them as it comes to 5 to go.
There they are. These races against your brother, and I did mine. That's kind of an interesting dynamic, isn't it? When you're doing battle with your brother. We've seen them do
There's basically nothing going on at the truck race
I think the younger
right
brother
now.
is sort of intimidated of the older brother, and give him a little bit of space. But you never know with teenagers these days. Taylor might just say, heck with that, I'm going to go.
They had a little rub in his racing incident. I think it's
Hasn't been able to clear J.B. Fortin, though.
who prevailed.
3 of the Tricon trucks right in under a blanket.
15 and 17, they were close, just inches apart.
Try to give him a little bit of help.
The brothers Gray racing hard for the 7th position. J.B. Fortin moves to 2nd in that 34. Bonsignor in the 51 to try and make it back on the inside. Fortin throws the block. Oh, they almost wreck. And here comes Max McLaughlin back to the bottom. 2 to go at Richmond, and 6 to go on the stage.
I think I'm waiting for him. Almost got to the outside wall.
We've seen that happen a number of times. He needs a stage break to make another adjustment. Blake Greenbridge, guys, we're going to pitch each truck a little bit.
Austin Beers in his first career wheel and modified tour on the line leads the field back to turn 1.
No question, he's done his homework. He's did his job. They are long overdue for a victory. Murphy and the gang associated with Ron Newhouse. It is Austin Beers heading to victory lane here from Richmond International Speedway.
Off turn number 4, checkered flag is waving, and Austin Beers is a winner in the NASCAR Wheel and Modified Tour. Justin Bonsignor will hold on to this.
All right, Austin Beers wins at Richmond. Now back to this shithole.
Lose that spot to Chase Purdy.
We talked about these fast lap times, but that Ford truck is turning. Chase Purdy is on the move.
Taylor wants that spot back. That's a point here with just 4 to go.
Watch this. His truck just goes away with him as he's trying to squeeze around the bottom of the lap truck of Allen.
Yeah, Lawless got a little bit close to him, but he was
Chase Purdy now between the Gray brothers.
Yeah, get him, man, get him.
When Lawless pulled up inside.
Fuck Toyota.
Now Stewart with a nice run off turn 2, but nowhere to go with it.
Deegan now in 19th.
Yeah, I mean, I'll celebrate a top 15, but goddamn, it just.
Colby, I see Colby Howard in 14th, and hey, Dean Thompson trying to go around Ben Rhodes
for third. My God, like this kid's having the run of his career, but Spencer Boyd's in the lane. That's gonna hurt his run. Oh, damn, lap traffic.
Well, Zane Smith is going to try and catch up to him to get around Thompson.
The biggest problem is, like, he can't go anywhere, because if he goes higher, he'll spin out in the fucking black. All the lap traffic's a humongous problem here.
Yeah, here we go. We're about to approach the final lap of stage 2.
Thank God. We get to our last non-competitive pit stop.
Yeah, here we are. Final lap, stage 2.
Well, something about Dean Thompson. He is active. He is semi-active in the NASCAR Discord. So if he wins, it'll be a party in there.
Yeah.
He'll make the.
Now see Colby Howard in 13th.
Great run for CR7, by the way. I think it shows how terrible Blaine Perkins was. Because Colby Howard's been better than that piece of crap. All right, out of
Sanchez wins stage 2.
Yeah, Sanchez P1 in the stage. Eck is second. Rhodes third. Thompson fourth. Zane Smith fifth. Tanner Gray 6th, Corey Heim 7th, Chase Purdy 8th, Taylor Gray 9th, Matt Crafton in 10th. All right.
Pretty much won everything to win here.
21 trucks on the lead lap. It'll be 22 after the stage break. Okay.
A lot of laps.
Sanchez right now has led 120 of the first 122. Wait. Has led 119 of 122 laps, I think.
It's clearly been the dominant truck of the day, which is impressive for this brand new team.
Well, yeah, to the truck series, but yes.
Well, yeah, of course.
All right, I'll be right back so I can get rid of my garbage. All right. Garbage gotten rid of. What is Dean Thompson's best finish?
I can't quite remember.
It isn't good.
Considering how his stint at Nice went.
Let's see. Best 11th at Las Vegas with Nice in the spring. Yeesh. Yeah, Thompson is okay. He's not okay. He's second to last in terms of points.
He's won.
He's tied. No
points. He earned those.
He's tied.
Christian Eckes with 17. Ben Rhodes. See Stuart Friesen down there with 2 points earned. in the first 2 stages today. Well, they're all on pit road, all going to work, getting those adjustments for a final time. Let's go down to Heather on the 52.
Reason and team, they were hoping to get a few more stage points than that, but they're happy with getting some stage points because that was the goal coming into it today. He did say that the truck feels pretty good right now. He's been happy with the balance. He said he's tight early on in the run, and the truck gets better as it goes. So he really likes the way that 52 feels, and of course he's got that new sponsor on there, and the sponsors are on the pit box watching tonight, hoping for their first win in their first start. Also, just a quick update here on our stage 1 and 2 winner, Nick Sanchez. He says he fires off really good, which allows him to manage and build a gap on the other drivers, but they're going to make a little bit of an adjustment here for him to make him
That's an
better
April
on the long
Fool's
run. And then
joke
also the 5, he said,
for,
please go in the
I know,
same
once there's a
direction here.
NASCAR
rear
or
security
IndyCar
there for
Cooperated.
Dean Thompson.
They took
Jamie
a
Hack,
picture of Colton
just
Herta
a
and
little further
Sanchez's
up pit
truck
lane,
since
and
the
that number
sponsors
19 machine,
Gamebridge.
Christian Eckes, he told his crew chief Charles.
Yeah, I think that's pretty funny.
He got as many stage points in order to go back to the clock. It's going to need that a little adjustment to the last 45 laps to move forward. The points leader, who was frustrated after that 18th place qualifying, but he said the adjustment our advantage. I just talked to Boston, and he said we're in a little bit of a pickle here. We're kind of digging into what we have, and it's not to advance any further. But then he said, in dirty air, it is the worst truck that he's ever had. All he can do is the opportunity to be able to get into clean air, maybe get ahead, but once he gets caught up in the pack, he has nothing.
All right.
To be able to get into clean air, maybe get ahead, but once he gets caught up in the pack, he has nothing he can work with.
Thank you, ladies. Yeah, it looked like they thought about it a little bit on the 38 truck, and then you saw the wrench go in. Like, okay, I guess we're going to make a change here. We want to be better, so let's not stay the same. We'll line it back up, get back to racing. Stay with us here.
When moderate to severe ulcerative colitis keeps flaring, put it in check.
5 minutes shorter.
Bum 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 bum. Actually, one of the best April Fool's joke I've seen today, a server modified the logo so that it constantly looks like you have 8 notifications, and it was driving me crazy until I figured out what was going on. Yeah, I admit that's pretty smart. Also, thinking about Chandler Smith won the Xfinity race today. Don't forget, tomorrow is his Cup debut. That'll be interesting to watch, see how he does there.
Also, Anthony Alfredo will be making his first Cup start since 2021, driving the 78 car too.
Yeah, it's a coin toss which car is worse, though.
Honestly, I'd say it's the 78.
Yeah.
And then next week, Jonathan Davenport will be making his debut.
Right.
Driving the 13 as well.
Mm-hmm.
is a beautiful afternoon at Texas Motor Speedway. It's been a great day for racing. Our race summary so far, it's been all about Nick Sanchez.
Domination led all but 3 laps. As that guy was thinking about sunshine on the speedway, it's shining on Nick Sanchez.
Yes, it is.
That was a catchy tune, wasn't it?
I like it. Showed last year's winner, Stuart Friesen. He's back in 11th, but sounds like he's pretty happy with his truck. He just doesn't have that track position that he wants.
Well, he's been a little bit tight off the corners here and there, so I'm sure he'd like to make it better. I'm looking for this 19 truck to heat up Nick Sanchez in this final stage. I think Christian Eckes got the momentum. It's been a great start to the season for this young man. Maybe he can do something with Nick.
I want to see if anybody can get the advantage on that getting in turn 1. After about a lap, he just drives it down in turn number 1. They back off the throttle. He doesn't. Just wonder if somebody could get in front of him, put him in some dirty air, what might happen. But so far, nobody's been able to.
Zane Smith in the 38 and 5th. He wanted to make some changes, so curious if that'll help him here. Let's get a quick update on Christian Eckes. Jamie?
I was watching to see which lane Christian ended up choosing. We talk about the spotters that aren't here, and his spotter for this weekend is Michael Self. And if you're familiar with the history of the ARCA Menard series, it's that Michael Self that used to drive. They had a conversation about which one was going to be better. Ultimately, Christian opted to take the outside lane, and he was really looking to stay behind Nick Sanchez and maybe try to pull him back a little bit. Didn't pay off, but we'll see what he does at the restart.
I kind of like going up there, Phil.
I'm with you. I think so too.
Yeah, but I like where Zane is also. He's going to give a big push to Nick, so I don't see there being a big advantage.
All right, going to restart with for the last 45 laps.
Perfect start, like you said. Maybe hit turns 1 and 2 like you want to. You get ahead of Nick Sanchez, and maybe that's a game changer.
45 laps to go. In the SpeedyCash.com 250.
22 trucks
Nick
on the lead
Sanchez.
lap. Here we go. Pace truck
More back to green.
for the last stage. Thank God, it's almost over.
This is when you really want the guy behind you.
Sanchez out front. Eckes and Zane Smith behind. Rhodes fourth. Tanner, is it Tanner Gray fifth? Where's Dean?
They don't handle this well down there in the third either.
You can't see a thing. You're all coming in behind another truck on these restarts, and look at that mad pack of trucks.
How about Zane Smith now?
Where'd Hocevar come from? He's back in the top 10.
All day.
Carson Hocevar.
Wow, impressive.
Indeed.
The top 10, and he's getting more. Ooh, that was one of the Grays.
I think it was Tanner Gray. Looked like he might have gotten the wall. He's losing spots. He got stuck in the middle for a minute. Now tucks it in front of Matt Crafton.
A couple of big moments, but they've all kept it straight. Zane Smith picked up his spot on the choose. Now he's picked up another spot since we got going.
Look how far back Dean Thompson is now. He's outside the top 10.
He hasn't spent much
Wow,
time
damn.
today.
That sucks.
Carson Hocevar
On track for a great finish, and now it got possibly wasted. Something else I'm going to point out, like Nick Sanchez, according, I think the counter's a bit off, but I believe that this is correct, what I was going to say. He's led all but 3 laps.
and grabs the lead.
That was great timing, too, by Zane Smith to be right there on his
Oh,
heel.
Thompson's got a problem. He's sliding, continuing backsliding. No, what a heartbreaker.
Something must have happened.
Oh, he's back to speed, but
He's back up to speed now.
what happened?
Did he get to the outside wall? Let's take a look. Right behind Matt Crafton, right behind that yellow truck. Just gets a little bit wide.
Oh, he's in the black.
Wisely, and didn't like what he felt.
Yeah, he got in the PJ1.
Really loose off though. You wonder if he's got another issue.
He's way back now, right
Got-
outside the top 15.
That's Haley Deegan in the number 13.
Brett Holmes passed him, and here comes Ankrum as well.
Yeah, Dean Thompson shown in the
Ooh,
19th position.
shaky.
Like you said, it looks like
Oh, and Taylor Gray has hit the wall.
Taylor Gray.
Ooh.
Such a clean race so
Damn.
far. We're having a lot of issues.
The Tricon Garage starting to self-destruct here. It looks like he's still going, but damn.
I'm surprised they don't blow a right front tire after making that comment.
Let's see what happened there. He was running in 6th.
See the replay here, just gets wide, and there's no
Oh.
grip way out wide.
Oh, that looked like a big hit.
Contact right there too, but you see him
He's
top
still
up
going
on
though
the
in
screen.
10th or 11th.
Under speed.
Oh, Zane Smith has caught up to Nick Sanchez.
Somebody heating up Nick Sanchez for this lead.
Whoa, Zane Smith really trying to challenge Sanchez.
Sanchez already secured the pole and the most laps led, but now the sweep could be could be in jeopardy with the fastest driver in the series trying to close in, and Ben Rhodes is also closing in on the lead. Are we going to get all the action now in the last 40 laps? It's been unchallenged all fucking day. So Sanchez has to run the best 40 laps of his career right here.
But look at Nick. He just works that track, tries to get down low, so his
got to run in the right spots.
Something that Zane Smith can use. It looks like
he cannot let anything by.
Look who's joined the top 5. Carson Hocevar in the 42.
Oh, the 15 loose.
The brothers continue to battle there. That's right outside the top 10.
Wow, Jake Garcia coming up to 12th.
Taylor was able to get by.
Got a gaggle of cars, 4 or 5 of them. Dean Thompson's got back up to speed. He's back in 16th.
Down on the bottom, there you see Garcia.
Whoa!
All these guys diving and switching lanes, getting all they can get here in the final stage.
They're driving crazy.
Jake Garcia's had his hands full at times today. Shown in 12th now, he finished top 10 at Las Vegas and really impressed us. Jumped in that truck there. He had just turned 18, so he was legal. He'll run full-time this season, so having another really nice run here at Texas.
When you look at the truck he's racing around, Tanner Gray, the 15, who's had a couple top 10s already this year. He's in front of Grant Enfinger, a multi-time winner here in the series.
Yeah, this is impressive. He does it every week, too. I like where he's at.
Let's get an update on Zane Smith. Jamie.
And for Zane Smith, his spotter this weekend is Matthew Long, who is the normal spotter for Romain Grosjean in the IndyCar series. He
really?
just came over the radio and he told Zane that
Zane Smith, did you hear what they just said on Aaron? Zane Smith's spotter spots for Romain Grosjean.
Oh wow.
That's interesting. Actually, I should have thought about that. Like, if the spotters probably, if they can't use them from NASCAR since they're at Richmond, might as well use them from IndyCar. The only one I know who has the regular spotter is Matt Crafton, Jason Hedleski, who only does trucks.
He thinks that weaving around like that might heat up his tires, might just not be worth the effort. And you can see Ben Rhodes there as well. This is great racing.
It sure is. Nick Sanchez is the most vulnerable he's been this entire race, and you see what the draft will do.
Man,
pulls the 30 right up there to him.
15 get loose again.
There he is.
Oh, here he comes. Oh, the 2 trying to break the draft. Is he got 2 champions assaulting him from the back? Man,
oh boy.
Wow, great defense from the 2. Oh
yeah,
my goodness! 2 Sanchez, some fantastic
defense. Loosened up, and now Akis is starting to close in on Smith and Rhodes.
Sorry, didn't mean to have it open. The dangers of running a YouTube channel from your college dorm room. You forget that you prop the door open, and then the entire hallway can hear you. Anyways, St. Smith driving right back up. Eckes probably trying to get around Rhodes for 3rd.
He's stalking the young rookie, Nick Sanchez, looking for his first career victory.
Watch what happened when Zane Smith went to the bottom to make this pass. He slides up, Sanchez to the bottom to make this pass, and Ben Rhodes said, I'll be right there, and here I am. He tries to go between them both, didn't work out, but man.
All right, 32 to go. He's 20% of the way through this 40-lap stint of trying to hold off Zane.
I feel like that if Zane could get in front, he might be able to drive away from Nick.
I really do, but all
oh, here Zane's got to run on the bottom.
In contact with him.
Sanchez trying to hold him off. Still clears him.
The way that 38 is running right now, he's just able to gain that ground right back.
I like this line he's running. Or cautions on the race.
Oh, what? No, there's no. Oh, now caution for Jack Wood.
Apparently must have been.
Jack Wood was back there in the 18th spot.
Is there some damage to the right rear corner of that truck?
Ooh,
I can't
a lot
see.
of grass that's up there on the front
Oh
stretch.
damn! What happened? Yeah, that's that's never good. I remember a caution at Atlanta, I think, or someone got dirt on the track or Coda.
So somebody spun going into the front, going onto the dog leg.
Oh man!
Yeah, it was Jack Wood. It went straight into the grass.
It's like he plowed through it. Oh my god!
Got into the,
I mean,
got into the outside wall coming out of turn 4, and then just went straight into the grass.
damn! He's not. You should know he's not a lawnmower. Wow! I can't. This one kept on going like.
But that quick.
Anyway, with that, if you include Jack Wood, that's now 20 trucks in the lead lap.
Unfortunate turn of events.
Good runs for Mason Massey. A good run for Mason Massey in that Reunion Brothers racing truck. They don't finish well. Most of the good trucks are still going on the lead lap.
Moderate to severe eczema still
Right, I think all of them are
skin. Despite treatment, it disrupts
All right,
my
we got
skin.
less than 30 to go, but this is. I love how this is heating up now. The Texas actually having something decent. Who would have thought?
If this can provide a decent finish, I still wouldn't exactly consider this a good race, if I'm being honest.
I could say it's not bad. That's about as good as it goes. All right. What the never mind.
Hi, I'm Ben Stewart, and my job is to make people believe what they're seeing is real.
Well, the funniest thing I saw today, like I was gonna say, during the Xfinity race, somebody compared Sammy Smith and John Nemechek staying out early in the race to Ferrari, which is
what?
It's like Ferrari's pit strategy is terrible. I don't know if you've watched enough on a F1 to see that. They are terrible with strategy. Like at France last year, they radioed Carlos Sainz to pit right in the middle as he was passing Checo. Like, how do you not notice this? Honest to mention, they fucked up pitting Leclerc so bad at Monaco that he lost the race when he was dominating.
On a show. Let's hear from their crew chief.
They are legitimately terrible at strategy.
And that crew chief is Chris Lawson. Made those adjustments there at that stage.
Okay, anyway, back to Texas.
Caution came out, you told him, don't use up all the stuff that we got. With 27 laps to go, Zane's still on the offense. What kind of equipment is he going to have left for the closing laps?
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how hard he's been going or how much we got left. The fall-off hasn't been very much, so more than anything, just not using up the fronts. We've been getting tight longer into the run, and I feel like that's probably going to be, if anything gets us, that's what's going to be. So he just needs to, he's doing all he can. We need to get by to 2 to really make sure we can win this thing. But if we stay behind him, it's going to stay tight and it's going to get rough.
All right, he's got that bullseye on the back of the 2, Heather. And Carson Hocevar's crew chief here now with us, Phil Gold. Phil, earlier today you had a little bit of an issue on a restart, so what are you telling Carson to do better here when we go green?
It's really just luck of the draw. We didn't get a good launch and got put middle of 3 wide, just went backwards, and it's just passing is treacherous, and we've just been scratching and clawing all day to try. And actually, that last restart, we had some brakes go our way for a change, and these restarts are wild. That's where you do all your passing. So.
Now the fans want to know, why didn't you jack the truck?
I got overruled. We had some extra help, and they didn't want me out there, so.
They got extra help. Wink, wink. Jamie?
Darn it, I wanted to see what Phil Gold could do as a jack man.
We had 3 minutes. I think he's going to be okay.
There's his truck, Carson Hocevar. Rallied back from being down in 18th spot.
What the fuck?
Carson, but in the
No, nothing. Never mind with that.
Okay, that's fine. I think I'm better off not knowing what that was.
Yeah, you're probably best off not knowing that.
Alrighty.
Charlotte last year. Wrecked late, racing for the lead.
Hocevar in top 5. Wow.
The short end of that.
Matt Grafton up to P7. Best run so far of the day for him.
We're getting ready to see it get even harder. The laying on that right rear quarter panel is getting ready to ratchet up. You lay on that right rear quarter panel, the guy on the inside gets loose. It's harder to drive your truck that way. It's risky.
All right, we'll be restarting with 25 to go. Sanchez, Zane Smith, Rhodes, Eckes, Friesen, Hocevar, Heim, Craftsman, Purdy, Thompson, Enfinger, Howard, Taylor Gray, Garcia, Deegan, Ankro. Where's Tanner Gray?
Just keep Zane and Ben and those other guys behind him and get this lead.
I think it's going to be tough.
I think it is too.
Nick Sanchez has grit, and he's in great shape, so he doesn't fall out of the seat. He stays up on the wheel. I don't feel like he gets really intimidated. I think he's taking this as a learning experience, but it's kind of hard to learn when you're the one leading all the veterans, right?
Exactly.
Well, we have a lot of racing coming your
come on,
way next weekend. It's
Dirt Bristol,
baby,
if they ever get the race going because of the fucking rain. Can we get a dome?
This is a lot of fun.
Probably not, because I don't think that would work super well. That's the one thing I remember from the dirt race last year was Dibby and Austin Wayne Self getting stuck together.
Billy B's going to be in the 51 truck for Kyle Busch Motorsports.
Oh yeah, that moment.
Yeah.
There it is, a lot of action on Friday, 5:30 Eastern, right here on FS1.
You really want to watch action from Bristol on the dirt sideways, but I'm thinking on this restart, we could have sideways action as well. Going down into turn 1.
All right, here we go. 25 laps to go at Texas.
Zane Smith on the outside on the restart for the first time.
Why did Sanchez take the inside? He's been taking the inside every time. All right.
Sanchez so good on the bottom through 1 and 2.
Yeah, Zane Smith and Sanchez side by side.
Behind them, Carson Hocevar up the middle.
But Zane Smith might have the better advantageous lane. Oh, but Sanchez already ahead through 3 and 4.
Nick Sanchez, Zane Smith.
And now Eckes trying to go for second.
He's in 3rd right now as I see it on my thing. Obviously, you're a little ahead of me. I can see him diving down on the inside to try and take away 2nd place, though. Right now.
Look at the bright yellow Menards truck. The 88.
Yeah, I think I'm like a few seconds ahead of you.
Yeah. Okay. Zane Smith held off Eckes.
A lot of comers and goers in this race.
Ben Rhodes wants to get back up there. He knows how.
There have been a lot of comers and goers, I will say. Oh, we got a caution. I don't know why, but my thing says caution. Okay, that's not. Oh, I can't wait to see what this is. Oh, damn! Dean Thompson, I see him. Oh, no! Oh, damn! 4 cars, Armani Williams, Trey Hutchins, Dean Thompson, and I think, is that Raja Caruth?
Trey Hutchins in the 14.
Damn!
Williams right there.
Look, that was Arca Brakes, man.
Thompson, Armani Williams, I think Matt Mills.
Great side.
Damn! A huge mess at the start-finish line. Poor Dean Thompson, too. He ran so well today, and he just got destroyed. Oh, God.
These other boys out.
Look at that mess on the front straightaway. The truck's.
Oh, my God. I blame Armani Williams for not getting out, for Arca breaking it to start. Oh, God, I think it was him.
quickly to the
Oh my
driver.
God.
There's Matt getting out.
Oh,
Good to see
Matt
him.
Mills
Yeah,
just
Matt
goes
Mills.
right
Okay,
to the
it was not.
ground.
Yeah, Matt Mills.
He's clearly.
He's
Oh
shaking
God.
up.
Oh
See,
man.
Such hard hits.
That was
Gosh.
brutal.
You know, we talked to
That
speeds
was.
upwards of
Yeah,
190 miles
that.
an hour. And when
So
somebody
it
That
goes
was.
was.
wrong,
Yeah,
especially
they
being
all
slid
those
to a stop in
drivers
that
took some
blue
pretty
fire
hard
truck.
hits.
Yeah,
And
like I see. I
he-
thought it was
folks
Caruth.
behind
It was
him
Matt Mills,
didn't
but
get
that
slowed
was
down.
dreadful.
Smoke was everywhere, dirt in the air. You don't know what visibility was like.
We gotta go red flag for
As
this.
they
This is
came
like,
off turn
wait,
4.
the 46 is still going? Are you kidding me?
In the 46 truck.
Wow.
NASCAR didn't elect to red flag the race. They've sent the trucks down pit road to avoid the front straightaway. There's Trey Hutchins.
My God.
Good to see that.
So
Okay.
everybody
Is that
out.
Matt Mills? No, it's Trey Hutchins. He's out. He's okay. It's sport. I mean, Hutchins, like, last thing I remember about him, or he's sitting out, looks like he's almost sitting down on the back of the deck lid. Yeah, I remember last thing I remember of him was that brutal wreck at Charlotte, I think.
Like you said,
Could have
so
been
much
smoke,
smoke
too.
up
When
in the air,
he
you
nailed
just
Johnny
don't know.
Sauter, or Johnny Sauter
It's good
nailed.
to see all these drivers.
You know, the
walk
wreck with
away.
Johnny Slaughter, man. But he's at least he's okay, or at least
Yeah, that was at Charlotte 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Watching all the drivers get out of the trucks.
Oh my God.
Also believe that another driver who was involved in that wreck was. What was that guy's name again? I already forgot his name.
What number?
Because about.
Great to see the safety that NASCAR.
What number?
I think it was Drew Dollar.
Ah,
And
maybe the 51. Probably sounds right.
yeah, I think he was in the 51 at that time.
Yeah. Okay. I think now we've red flagged. Oh my God.
Okay.
Trucks always
What a
angle down.
dreadful wreck.
As the red flag has come out, they always angle down the straightaway just in case it won't fire up. They can push the clutch in and roll down.
And
the
now
hill,
see,
get the engine
Deegan
started.
is in
That's why he's
12.
Yeah, I saw it. I
And
just
NASCAR
didn't want to
would,
jinx
if
it.
they had a truck that
Oh
didn't
my!
start, they
Oh,
would-
that
they would
was
push them and get them
dreadful.
going and let them get
Ryan
back in
Vargas
position,
gets
but
a
you
free
don't want to have to
pass.
mess with that
He
as
was
a
2
driver.
laps
Ready,
down.
do it
He gets
yourself.
one of his laps back.
I just hate it for Dean Thompson. We talked so much about him having just a career race.
Spent 70 laps in the top 5 in this race.
So we are red flagged here with 22 laps to go.
I'm going to show a
And it
replay, man.
continues.
It was.
Some destroyed race.
Here we go.
tracks.
Here's the
Let's look back at
replay.
Exactly what happened here.
Oh boy.
So Dean Thompson got spun into the wall out of turn 4.
Yeah. Okay.
And then dirt started flying up, visibility was reduced,
Yeah.
and Matt Mills could not see
Oh, the
him.
20.
And
Okay.
he just drove straight into Thompson.
Now there's a lot of smoke.
Oh,
Looks
like
Matt
destroyed the
Mills is
rear end. The
person that gets
46 and the
there.
14 spun trying to avoid, and they didn't escape the
Trey
wreckage.
Hutchins turned right to try to
Okay, let's
avoid
see where.
the 5.
Okay,
See
the
if we can get another
5
move. There
rear
he
end
is on
smacked
the
off.
outside.
Oh, he hit another car. He hit Ankrum in the
Is
process.
he going to go low or is he going to go high? And everybody ahead of Mills.
Yes, sir, but also several trucks had already gone through the grass and went avoiding the accident.
Yeah, like I think a total of at least 7 cars involved some way disadvantageously. Ankrum was already 2 laps down.
Right
2 trucks went through the grass. I can't see which ones. I still can't see which ones. One of them was Ryan Vargas.
They also hit the wall just past the start-finish line. Hitting the wall again.
I still can't see which one it was. All I know it's green.
Matt had slowed down a lot too before he made contact.
It was.
To show you how violent this is. You can see the truck sneaking
still
by
can't
on the
see
bottom.
it.
I think Matt Mills probably changed his mind.
Oh,
he didn't think he could get through the bottom and tried to go high, but with all the dirt on the track fill, his truck just simply wouldn't turn.
What did
And he made
Armani
heavy
Williams
contact,
hit though?
as did Trey
He
Hutchins. Armani
missed.
Williams
I
as
think
well.
he. If you watch it, I think he
Top
missed
speed coming
all
out
the
of turn
trucks that
4.
were involved.
Caution had
But
just
his
waved.
hood's punched in.
And at that point, you can't see the caution. You can't see anything. At that point.
Oh
Somebody
God!
looks like
Matt
they've been
Mills
loaded up on
is
a
that who's on a
stretcher.
stretcher?
I'm sure
Oh
it's
God!
Kind of sat down right away beside the truck.
Now that is
Adrenaline,
definitely
had him
concerning.
popping out of the truck, but then sat down and
I haven't.
we're gonna.
Oh God! Oh God! Oh God!
Always
That's
make sure.
It's Dean on the stretcher.
And the
Oh.
for taking into consideration
Dean Thompson.
how
Oh
the driver was
no!
feeling in that moment, and they decided it was best to put him on the stretcher and put him in the ambulance.
Driver safety is paramount for this AMR safety team.
Damn
all
man!
Of NASCAR.
What a horrible wreck! God.
And Phil, I know you have
damn.
a son out there racing in the Xfinity Series, and it just brings you some sort of comfort knowing that you're going to get that type of response that quickly from the safety team.
Yeah, without a doubt.
This is the hardest hit I've ever seen in a race.
Just really quickly remind you.
Scratch that. I watched it.
190 miles an hour
I
is
scratched
something
it like.
goes wrong.
I was thinking since I've been watching,
Absolutely.
but then I remember I saw Carl Edwards' flip live, and I saw Newman's 2020 500. This is the hardest hit I've seen
As cleanup continues
since
here, we're under red
since
flag.
Newman's
22
flip 3
laps
years
to
ago.
go.
Honestly, this crash is kind of comparable to one that was suffered by Austin Terrio at Vegas in 2015, driving the 29 truck for Brad Keselowski.
That's okay. Didn't John West Townley win that race?
I think so. I think that was that race.
Yeah. I haven't watched it. The only season I've watched besides 2020 on and 97, 98, 99, the only Truck Series season I've watched to completion was 2016. So I wouldn't know about this. God damn.
Including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers including
Man,
lymphoma and skin
I
cancer.
hope he'll be okay. That was one of the worst hits I've ever seen.
Apparently, there was another crash suffered by another Truck Series driver. I think was it Dennis Setzer at New Hampshire. That was very bad too.
Right. I remember. I mean, obviously not in the same way, but I remember 2016 having seen that season. Christopher Bell's flip at Daytona. Obviously, didn't get injured, but it was still a bad wreck. I mean, it's been a while. I mean, it's very rare when you see a driver loaded onto a stretcher in an ambulance. I mean, Hocevar broke his leg. He didn't.
I wasn't gonna say it.
I don't think he was transported on an ambulance.
I'm telling you, I'm
So
the
just hope he's doing okay.
The family, the whole family. Nah, this is strong.
How's that for strong? This that auntie strong.
Do y'all do this?
Yeah.
Boy, you want to see strong? That is strong.
Chris Wright in 14th. While I'm just looking at this. Lead lap trucks. Sanchez leads. Zane Smith is in second. Christian Eck is third. Carson Hocevar fourth. Fifth place is Ben Rhodes. Sixth is Stuart Friesen. Seventh, Matt Crafton. Eighth, Grant Enfinger. Ninth is Ty Majeski. 10th, Chase Purdy. The rest of the lead lap cars, that was just the top 10. 11th, that was the top 10. Now for the rest of the lead lap cars. 11th is Corey Heim. 12th, Haley Deegan. 13th, Taylor Gray. 14th, Chris Wright. 15th, Jake Garcia. 16th, Tanner Gray. 17th, Colby Howard. 18th, Wallace Allen.
Looking crash and qualifying for the Winter Nationals. Get the full story.
Damn. 19th, Jack Wood. And 20th, Mason Massey. Well, I'm not watching. I don't watch the NHRA, so.
And welcome back to Texas Motor
But I know
Speedway.
I did know the winter. They're going on at Auto Club Raceway. My man John Vandeventer is there.
Continues. For the caution that came out
There's
the eighth
they're hauling off the 14 truck to the garage.
All drivers have gone to the care center for further evaluation.
Okay.
As soon as
Matt,
we get an update,
wonder.
we'll bring
Yeah,
it to
Matt
you.
Mills
See
seemed the second most injured.
the aftermath.
Second most
Just a
hurt,
mess.
considering he had to sit
Four
down.
destroyed race trucks,
But man,
grass,
Dean
spoil,
Thompson,
all over the track.
Speedy Dry going down.
Right now, but they'll jump on that. It's amazing.
Okay, it looks like the 46 stopped, even though they tried to get it going. I still don't know how its hood got destroyed. Oh, that's a 20.
Well, it's been a heck of a race
Great.
so far. Let's
No, it hasn't. Shut the fuck up. This is the only interesting thing that's happened. Anyway, and I hate that I have to say that. Chad Chastain wrecking early on, lap 1. They sent him back out, and then he caused the next caution on lap 21.
Again and went straight to the
For lap 22.
Look at this action though. Tyler Ankrum trying to cut off Colby Howard. Contact there into turn 3, and look at the smoke off the Ankrum truck.
A tire rub on the 16. I will say, yeah, okay. There were other interesting moments, like the Gray brothers getting into the wall. Sanchez dominated the entire first stage, winning it.
see a spin.
There's Wallace Allen's spin.
A 360.
Almost spin. No, yeah, his 360 on lap 78.
Just driving through the smoke and barely avoiding Wallace Allen as he went for a ride off turn 2.
Zane Smith battling Nick Sanchez to try and take away the lead.
Jumping by the 2, and it didn't last long. It lasted about 200 yards. And oh, by the way, here comes Ben Rhodes to grab the second spot for a moment.
First time Nick Sanchez has really been pushed for the lead. So we had.
And now the recap of this wreck.
Until this moment.
Oh man.
Terrible crash off turn 4 when Dean Thompson gets.
Still didn't see who got.
Slipping and sliding through the dirt.
Yeah, Armani Williams completely missed the 3 trucks that had crashed.
Vehicles into that infield grass below.
But I still can't figure out the second truck that went through the grass. I shouldn't be fixated on this, but it's really bothering me.
Wall comes up like it did for Dean Thompson.
And just think about, Phil, how narrow that part of the racetrack is with dirt and grass on the track. I mean, it's a pretty sharp turn anyway, and you have all the debris and can't see where you're going. Almost unavoidable for some of those drivers.
Cleanup continues. We're going to step aside. You won't miss anything on side-by-side, but we will get them back going. 22 laps to go from Texas.
Out here, you're more than just a landowner. You're a gardener.
Oh, I finally figured out. The second car that went through the grass, I believe, is Josh Reaume. Okay. Finally got that figured out. I'll be right back. We're still under red flag. I'll be right back. I just gotta drop off some utensils.
Motor Speedway, we're still under second flag. They were freezing there. Drivers getting a little toasty there, taking off their gloves as we wait out this cleanup. So our crew chief, first of Jamie. Nick Sanchez run just a flawless race out there. So he's everybody behind him. Big slow position from the time to the crew chief. Full person Eggers, he's been back there second to third, qualifying all day long. All we know about the truck that he has to take to get in this race. How much more 5 minutes?
Yeah, it's like there's a little bit of qualified on, but I think I'm getting a fighter. 30 and 9 hours really good as well. So all the stuff on it, all the starters and their position counts.
So far, and here now we're Bainbridge, she's your phone number. What else did you let your driver?
Really hard. Really happy to get the spot running. But now we're going to try to speed drive and everything. They want to start getting a nice minute here, top 5 there. Really appreciate them being on board for the first time. Really excited for that today.
All right, pitch 2, looking for another strong run here today. I'm not sure if it's for Chief. I think what they're thinking about is that they've been pretty happy with it from there, but now Craftsman is they're going to a little bit different. And if you're just really looking for a HRA, stay tuned, watch the end of this race. You won't visit, and HRA will follow it.
Well, they're not good as Leah Logan. You got a copy? I got you. You've been doing an awesome job, buddy. What a career-defining race for you. Really, really strong and a hungry competitive mind. I can't find you. Go to the next point with this thing. Yeah, thank you for that. Just going to keep you on whatever you know, I'm reading this, you know, they've done it everywhere. That move when you've done an awesome job, finished it all. The old Western, yeah, you talked about what it's eating and doing and both and you know, and that was what a great race that young man has driven and he's done it in full common collection.
That expansion, it's still not the thing that he gets right out of a race too. He's just slow and calmly watching. He knows what he needs to do. Doesn't get flustered by anything else. He gets laid some video. So he's got to have ready to.
All right, I'm back. Oh. All right.
Rich saying it's going to be exciting. I think he nailed it. That's exactly what I was thinking about how this thing's going to come to the checker flag.
And the caution flag has been displayed.
Caution now instead of red. We're back
It's
going.
yeah, they're back rolling again.
Yeah.
Getting it all cleaned up. There was a lot of cleanup. And I want to mention that Trey Hutchins and the 14 Matt Mills and the 20 have been checked and released.
Trey Hutchins, Matt Mills have been released from the care center.
Sure. We have one truck on the inside not able to refire.
Oh.
Again.
One of the trucks is stuck.
Pushed off and get him back in his proper spot.
There is a wrecker right there.
There it's going.
He got it going, yeah.
Who was that?
That's Josh Rayon.
Josh Rayon, one of the trucks that slid through the grass, I think.
Josh being shown a little bit off the pace. Being shown for
a little. That's
under 7th position, but he's soldiering on.
Things have been shaken up just a little bit. Looking down just outside the top 10, Haley Deegan in 12. Haven't talked much about her today, been outside the top 15, so nice run for her.
I want to see if we can talk to Zane. Michael, you do the honors.
Zane Smith, Michael Waltrip and the Fox team. Do you copy?
Here. Have a good look at all the speed drive.
Just having a little bit of conversation with the team there. See if we can get him. Zane Smith, Michael Waltrip and the Fox team. Do you copy?
Yeah, I got you.
What a beautiful move you made to get the lead for about a half a corner. How do you think you're going to stack up against Sanchez?
Matt Mills told MRN that he did not see a truck in front of him before he hit Dean Thompson's truck. He also mentioned feeling somewhat disoriented after the wreck. That ain't not, well, that's...
Sounds like a plan that's been fun to watch. Forward to seeing you race to the checker, bud.
Okay, apparently our Dave from Discord. Apparently Armani Williams is a bit of a dumbass in that wreck. People are saying he made no attempt to slow down and sent Trey into Dean after he was already hit once.
Zane Smith, he's won 2 of them already. Kyle Busch at Las Vegas and Christian Eckes with that big win for Bill McAnally at Atlanta.
Yeah, 2 of these guys certainly have a chance at this one. Kyle's not going to win this one, I don't think.
No, he's going to try to win tomorrow.
He's going to win tomorrow.
He's pretty good at Richmond.
Yeah, he's already won this year in the Cup Series as well. So.
Remember back in like 10 years ago, these weekends where Cup was one place, Xfinity was one, Trucks was another, Kyle Busch would literally fly to all of them and race. Unbelievable. We're excited to drop the green flag. Stay with us right here. 21 laps remaining.
I have moderate to severe Crohn's disease. Now there's Skyrizi. Feel significant symptom relief with Skyrizi, including less abdominal pain.
NASCAR chasm, something a little later. NASCAR chasm. April Fool's Day is the day every year that you shouldn't believe anything you read on Twitter, just like the other 364 days. That's pretty good. And unfortunately, it's pretty true.
Yeah. Honestly, in just the last, 7 or 8 months alone, Twitter has just been continually getting worse. I feel like it's really been getting worse ever since I feel like it's been getting worse ever since I jumped ship from there last January.
I think it's since Elon took over, it's gotten worse. I think that is the appropriate way to describe it. Considering starting April 15th, you have to be verified to fucking vote in a poll. Like, what kind of fucking set or make a poll or vote in a poll? What kind of sense does that make?
Yeah, basically it's a pay-to-win scheme.
I mean, like, okay,
Sunday on FS1.
And we're back at Texas Motor Speedway. 19 laps
Ryan
to go.
Vargas is back on the lead lap.
This is the SpeedyCash.com 250. Long race, 250 miles this evening. We recapped it. A lot has happened.
We already got the recap. We don't need to do it again.
I think we're going to see some more great racing. I don't know who's going to prevail. What do you guys think?
Man, you got to lean on the experience of Zane Smith. A couple of really fast trucks behind the front row, and Eckes and Carson Hocevar. Whoever picks behind Zane Smith, the key to him winning this race is them get as good a start as Zane does and shove them out past Nick Sanchez. I know Sanchez is dominated, but Zane passed him once, couldn't hang on to it. I think he does it again.
I just love how cool Sanchez is.
Okay, Matt Mills, talking to front stretch.
He could have been at the beach.
His brakes went to the floor right before hitting Thompson.
We've seen it in the Arca Menard series.
Mills didn't see Thompson until he hit him and kicked up dirt.
You think he could have been like at South Beach? He's from down that way.
Yeah, he's from Miami, sure.
Here we go. Looks like.
All right, time to choose.
Oh
my God.
Hocevar and Sanchez on the inside.
See Hocevar get really aggressive on these restarts. We saw him lose a bunch of spots, as Phil Gould told us about, but then he gained a bunch of spots on the last restart.
Why did it happen to the 13?
Jamie House with the crew chief for Ben Rhodes.
And that's Jared Prince. They were having a discussion over which lane to choose here. The choose rule. He chose the outside.
Deegan probably is losing a bunch of spots on the restart just a blind pick.
So we decided this time we're on the top no matter what, no matter how many rows we lost.
Thank you.
Well, you got to have a plan.
Yeah.
You know, it looked like Carson Hocevar had a heck of a plan on that last restart. Watch some of the moves he makes. You're talking about getting it done in a hurry. There he goes up the middle. Hello. 3 wide.
The seas parted for him.
What a great move to get into contention to win this race. We know how aggressive he is. And look, it just opened up enough for him to get in there. And he took it
just barely. Just barely.
So good. Threading the needle for the 42.
Here comes Stuart Friesen behind him, and we know how aggressive.
All right.
So we're going to go back to green with 17 to go.
All right. Oh, just shy of 10%, a little over 10% of the race left.
Here we go. Nick Sanchez, Zane Smith on the outside. Zane.
Here we go. Top 4 getting good starts. See if anyone can beat the 2. Ooh.
Akis went up into the PJ1 and now he's falling back.
Yeah, bad move for the 19, and he was my pick. No. Ah, damn.
Zane Smith going to second. Stuart Friesen worked his way to the top 5.
Zane Smith's already clear of Zane Smith and Hocevar. Hocevar tried to get past Zane Smith, failed to do so. Friesen's going to move up to 3rd, I think.
Friesen, yeah, Friesen is now 3rd.
Okay, this is just a speedy drive they ran through. Okay.
Still a little bit left on the racetrack. But Nick Sanchez trying to hold off Zane
All right,
Smith.
he's got 16 more laps to do it, to hold off the champion. You got to hold the champion and the defending winner.
Here comes Matt Crafton to the inside.
So yeah, Deegan is still shown in 12th.
My thing says 16th now.
And Rose is back up to speed now.
No, yeah, now it is 16th.
All right, top 4 running a line. Sanchez got a lot to hold off. Defending champion, defending winner, and one of the hungriest drivers in the field. Hocevar up to 3rd.
Looked like he had to get out of the throttle there.
Well, technically 2, Sanchez and Hocevar are both looking for their first.
Hocevar is probably hungrier.
Most certainly. I feel like Hocevar needs to count on something happening between Sanchez and Smith to be able to get around them.
Yeah.
And Enfinger's now in 5th.
Yeah, where did he come from? Damn.
1 and 2, all shaded. You've got the backstretch, complete sunshine. So different ends of the spectrum here.
Chris Wright running respectively in 15th place.
Stuart Friesen into the wall.
Considering how crappy Spencer Boyd is, and how badly Matt Mills' day just went. It's a pretty decent run. 7 cars are off or out of the way. I didn't even notice that Benedetto was off the track. I don't even know what happened to that for the 25.
I just really think right now, Phil, Zane is faster. And he's going to use all of his experience.
So that's crap. That sucks for Dibby. Especially because he was in the fight for a playoff spot at the moment. That's going to set him back pretty far. Anyway, we got 12 to go. Smith still looking for a spot. Tries to dive deep, but Sanchez blocked. Jake Garcia running 10th right now.
Just dominated this race. Has led 152 laps. At 38, Zane Smith has yet to lead a lap.
The 30. Uh-oh. Okay, I'll look out. Okay, don't tell me who crashed. It's Taylor Gray. Oh, man. And Daniel Dye. Oh, man.
And Ben Rhodes was on pit road. He had a blown tire.
Oh, damn. Well, good thing he pit when he did.
Ben Rhodes had to come in and change a tire.
Otherwise, he would have popped.
Taylor's truck is destroyed.
Damn.
The back deck cover is hanging off.
Look at giving someone the finger. Damn, yeah, that thing is wrecked.
JBL
like
Toyota.
Oh, the 43 can't drive.
Well, he's been our resident on working
man,
rough. Well, this is definitely going to come down to the wire now.
It's been a rough day for rookies.
Taylor Gray got into the outside wall coming out of turn 2.
Let's see what happened here. Oh man, it's been a constant problem all day. Drivers have been getting the turn exits wrong and smacking either that wall in 2 or the wall in 4. And so this is a consistent problem. I didn't even notice Brett Holmes went 4 laps down. What happened to him?
That is a great job of driving. I don't care if he did
I can't quite remember.
Wow.
And he did it very, very patiently. In the middle of chaos, he was able to squeeze down low. I'm impressed by that move. It wound up being headed in the wrong direction, but it could have been a whole heck of a lot worse.
Daniel Dye has not lowered the window net. He's still trying to get going. So to restart his car. got it going again. So he's not done, but he is 6 laps down according to scoring.
Maybe the truck wouldn't go into reverse or something, and they pushed him back, and he fired up and drove away, but he has some flat tires. Obviously, you can see the truck vibrating.
Man, there was so much going on. You could see the 99 off turn 2. We know we talked about the slick racetrack up high.
Man.
And he got in that mess. Jamie Howe, what are they saying in the pit for the 99 at Ben Rhodes?
They're talking with a NASCAR official right now, trying to determine when they're going to be able to come back in. They did replace that tire on the pit stop. Then they left pit lane as soon as that caution came out, so they didn't lose any more time. But there is still some damage on the right rear of Ben Rhodes' truck that they're going to have to address.
Well,
Yeah,
sucks for the 2021 champion.
Obviously, by virtue of the fact that Taylor Gray, prior to that incident, was still on the lead lap, as NASCAR allowed him to change those 2 tires that he'd gotten to the outside wall with, even though they weren't flat on the rim.
Yeah, it's important to know that the rules are different this week because of being a standalone event down in Texas. All the pit crews are up in Richmond, Virginia, preparing for tomorrow's race. So you can change a tire if it's flat on the ground. And if you have a damaged wheel, it looked like they let them replace that as well, but that's it.
Tough break for Ben Rhodes. We talked about the season. He's had his worst finish.
All right, so Ben Rhodes is now listed as a lap down. 19 trucks on the lead lap.
He's going to finish that way today. Well, coming up next, NHRA qualifying from Pomona. Now, earlier you saw John Force's big crash. We'll update that as well as Tony Stewart's progress as he's driving a top alcohol dragster this weekend. That's coming up next. Following the race
for tracks that typically don't race, I think don't have really good racing. The racing up front has been very good so far this weekend.
At the start-finish line, he's actually only 1 lap.
Well, I mean, it's been okay. I don't think it's anything spectacular.
I mean, for these tracks, I think it's very good.
Said he wanted
It's the one. It's been
well, by Texas, I'd say by Texas standards, I'd say yeah, it is very good.
Richmond always gets strung out with. So honestly, the fact we had 1, 2, 3, 4 cars fighting up there basically the whole day, I think is a plus. I mean, I think I remember Alexander pointed out there were at least 5 or so different drivers. Herbst, Sammy Smith, who else? Chandler, you get the point. They all led at least 30 laps, whereas Richmond's usually only 1 or 2 drivers leading about 100 each. So, I'll check the stats later. Daniel Dye's mirror fell off.
Oh no, that's all we need now.
His mirror falls off.
Damn, like the mirror inside his truck fell. Oh my god. Well, it was like a side mirror. All right, Sanchez, Zane Smith, Hocevar, Majeski, Friesen, Enfinger, Eckes, Crafton, Heim, Garcia, Howard, Deegan, Purdy, Vargas, Allen, Caruth, your top 16. 19 trucks remain on the lead lap, including Mason Massey's been able to make that truck survive. Wallace Allen has come back from his spin. He's in 16th or so.
I don't know how that has anything to do with this race at this moment.
And now, next week, we're going to ride in Paris.
Yeah, that's right. So you do it all. It's just fun hanging around with these guys, getting to know the future stars of NASCAR.
Yeah, looks like they're probably going to go back to green with 7 to go.
And this is going to be an amazing 7-lap sprint.
Because the lights are off in the base truck.
98, putting himself in a position to give Zane Smith the push that he needs to grab the lead away.
All right, here we go. Oh my god.
Teammate, both in Fords.
Majeski lined up behind Zane Smith. Let's see who can give which driver in the front a better push.
I don't know if Hocevar's going to push. I think he's going to try to pass. He's going to do. I have a bad feeling Hocevar's going to do something stupid. But here we go. Hopefully I'm wrong.
Sanchez can hold him off for 8 more laps. Green flag. Really good restart.
Oh, Hocevar.
Great restart for Carson Hocevar on the back. Oh, and he's
oh, damn.
Pushes Majeski up the hill, loses
well, and there goes Friesen to third.
Right there, and now Friesen to third.
Once again, he's got it.
Sanchez.
Oh
boy! Whoa! Whoa! Oh!
Oh boy! Crafton and Enfinger! Oh, they keep it! Oh no, they didn't keep it straight! They got a couple cars! Crafton, Tanner Gray, Enfinger! Oh my God! How did he avoid an only left front flat? It looks like left front tire blew or something. Oh my God! I thought they'd get way more damage than that. Another Tricon garage truck got damaged.
Tanner Gray had another good race.
What the heck is Tegan in 8th? Oh my God!
He's got severe
wow! You know, survival is one way to win them.
He was ahead at the time of the caution.
Sanchez is still leading.
Executing perfectly, Phil.
Now, Enfinger's truck, the right rear looks fucked. The right front looks fucked on Enfinger.
Yeah, a lot of damage.
So apparently, it looks like Colby Howard was the one who got into Enfinger.
They got loose. No, he hit multiple trucks. I think he hit all 3 of them. And when Crafton...
Yeah, he did. He also got collected in that.
When Crafton ended up spinning and tried to correct it, he hit another truck. I don't know which one he hit, though. It was it Garcia?
Oh, no, Garcia was already past that.
No, it was Chris Wright.
Oh.
Damn, and he was running really well. So 5 trucks in total collected.
See if that derails his hopes for a top 10.
Oh my God. We're probably going to go overtime.
Unscathed? That 35
More than likely. Yeah, this is pretty much how I feel about this whole ordeal.
Yeah, it's just like Coda, except worse. Or actually, I don't know. I think this might be better. I can't decide which is worse, this or Coda.
If you got to make an offensive maneuver,
let them race.
It just seems like nearly impossible to miss someone unless you make your way into that infield grass.
Looks like Chris Wright might have kept it going, though.
So a lot of damage to the 23 for Grant.
What the hell is
Nick
that?
Sanchez, still your leader. Zane Smith.
This is basically describing how I feel about this race.
Fair enough.
In 9th spot, the 13 of Haley Deegan.
Don't jinx it, please. She's been so fucking slow the whole day, and yet now, I mean,
want to dispute your position, then you pull up beside the truck, and NASCAR will make that determination, and they'll tell you it'll be the 4 in front of the 13 or vice versa. Obviously, the 35 of Garcia is in the same boat there.
Yeah, there's electronic timing lines all around this racetrack. When the caution flies, the last line you crossed will determine your position until the end of the race. For the win, and then they use cameras and anything they can.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I feel.
Throughout the race, it drops back.
But then now Mercy Deacon is in 10th.
Ben Rhodes said, I'm back on the lead lap.
On the lead lap, and he didn't have that much damage to his truck either, so I think Ben Rhodes is probably not going to get a whole lot of time, maybe just 2 or 3 laps, but he might be able to grab a handful of positions here at the end.
It's going to be NASCAR overtime.
It is going to be overtime.
Anytime I watch the race with my family, we always celebrate NASCAR overtime. Let's go.
I mean, we don't want a lot of overtimes, though, do we?
So 16 cars now in the lead lap, dating back to Matt Crafton.
Heather, what's happening down there?
I don't even know
We're
what's
going to catch up again with our leaders.
It's like
Danny
it's now
Stockman. Now, Danny, I
road.
just heard you saying some things to Nick over the radio. What are you telling him here as we go back green?
Well, he's got a really good race car driver following him right now, and Zane is no slouch. So he's one of the best in the truck series, and we're trying to teach this young rookie what to do and how to react to these situations. And he's done a phenomenal job all day. So we need to finish it out on top.
He sounds pretty calm and collected. How are your nerves doing?
Yeah, I'm pretty calm and collected. Their nerves are high, but I think he can get the job done. So it's been a fun day.
All right, keep an eye on that too to see if they can get it done here for their first career win.
Jamie, what do you think about that? That's an understatement, wasn't it? It's been a fun day. I mean, they've been so dominant.
He does seem very confident, though, doesn't he?
Sure does.
Danny Stockman is calm as his driver.
Every lap that goes by, I get more confident about.
All right, are we restarting with 2 to go, or are we going to overtime?
Zane has thrown everything at him that he has, and Nick's so far has been...
All right, we're going to overtime.
You know, and when laps wind down, Zane's going to get even closer to that right rear quarter panel of that 2 truck of Nick Sanchez trying to get him loose under him. It's a risky game because if he gets too loose, he's going to take Zane out. They're both gone, but that's the game you got to play.
Yeah. Okay, 17 cars in the trucks in the lead lap. Ben Rhodes got his lap back after the last wreck.
I just think getting more and more aggressive.
I have not seen aggressive blocking by Nick Sanchez.
No, I think he's
this
driven
entire race.
He's driven a perfect race.
NASCAR overtime.
I mean, please only be one attempt. My opinion of overtime was actually changed. I no longer support unlimited overtime. Not after Coda.
Rack them up, and we'll do another.
Well, that's the thing about this kind of thing when it comes down to crunch time. No, at this point, I think the no fucks given mindset is going to start setting in.
I hate that.
And that's what leads to this type of stuff happening.
At some point, you have to start holding on. If only NASCAR didn't get pissy about fist fights.
Carson Hocevar was right up there in the front. Now he's back in the 6th position. Let's see how this choose shakes out.
Well, at the same time, while I'm not in favor of unlimited overtimes, I don't want them to go back to any stupid rulings
overtime
like the
overtime
line.
Yeah, that was stupid. One attempt, I think, was fine. The only one problem was obviously Harvick exploiting it.
All right, Stewart's going to stay to the inside. It looks like
to purposely wreck the field.
Stays to the outside.
All right. Sanchez, Zane Smith, Friesen, Eckes, Hocevar, Majeski, Purdy, Heim, Allen, Deegan, Vargas, Garcia, Caruth, Wright, Massey, and then either Craftsman or Rhodes.
Let's get a quick update on the 2. Heather.
One final word here from Danny Stockman to his driver, Nick Sanchez. We are in Texas, so it's time to cowboy up. Jamie Howe. And for Ty Majeski, it was a big decision there which lane to choose. Ultimately, he was going to choose the shortest lane. They were both even, so he chose the bottom. Cowboy up.
Oh, my God.
I wonder what that means to Nick Sanchez.
Here we go. Let's see if we can get through this finish and get this done. They're already nearly 30 minutes past their scheduled run time.
30 minutes? Wow.
Overtime finishes gives me.
The red flag probably contributed to that.
It
doesn't get old, does it?
All right.
I love first-time winners. Love them getting in there and taking down the champ if they can do that.
Hi, Gabe the Good. I say hi back. I'm sorry, I missed it. Hi.
Andy Stockman said we just need to finish this off and come out on top. Chris Lawson said we need another win.
Okay, here we go. Going to overtime attempt number 1. Green, white, checkered. Zane Smith got a good run on the outside.
Nose to nose, into 1. Out of turn 2.
Here they go.
Sanchez still trying to hold on to
Uh-oh, don't.
No, damn it.
We got another wreck. It's all Wallace Allen. Are you kidding me? You fucking idiot. Come on.
Wallace Allen.
God damn it.
Come on.
Nice rebound.
Can we have the race, please?
He did earlier.
Yeah, no damage. It's like a replay of the same wreck from earlier.
I'm getting a little bit worried. I mean, obviously we've been 45 laps to go. These trucks should be able to run 50, 55 laps. But I think the number of caution laps we've had since we restarted at the end of the 2nd stage or the beginning of the 3rd stage might be
It's all jumbled up on top of his head. It looks a little stressed. And now they're caution.
I'm stressed.
God damn it.
If you can see what happened to Lawless, like you said, Phil, top 10 racing inside of Hayden Deegan just got loose on the bottom, like we've talked about all day.
No one hit him. No damage. Did we have to ask a caution for that? Really? Really?
Nice heads up by everybody around him. They're clean.
Look at all that smoke, and everybody missed him.
Got a couple of tires flat, looks like maybe.
They will allow flat spots to be placed as well. They will examine the tires.
I think Enfinger gets one of his laps back. He's 2 down according to my monitor.
Come back in and put the original tires back on. and have to start at the end of the long.
Nick Sanchez has led 164 laps.
You can see not a lot of damage to the 45.
If he doesn't win, it'll be a travesty.
Right now, see it? And that'll get worse in the corner.
Yeah.
They probably just needed to beat the pace car back out on the racetrack. They probably will come back in. They need to clearance that lip tire.
Oh, yeah. And there you see the damage to the 88 truck of Matt Crafton. He lost his left front fender in the last crash.
What happened?
Stayed on the lead lap, though, which is pretty amazing.
I don't know what all you can do there.
Ben Rhodes is up to the 14th spot after getting the free pass. The previous caution.
I think maybe a flat spotted tire for Matt Crafton. Looked like it had air in it.
NASCAR official will take a look at that. Crafton, a two-time winner. He worked his way through the field nicely today. He's running up there in the top 10.
You know, they may have restarted that race, and he may have said, hey, I have a real bad vibration. I must have flat spots. Because they didn't run that long, obviously.
They need to get that work tidied up. Stay on the lead lap, because he doesn't have a truck that he can be competitive with. But this has been a really competitive truck today, Jamie.
Yes, and after she qualified 25th, Haley Deegan wasn't really that upset. The reason was they didn't have the truck trimmed out for qualifying. She knew coming in here that handling was going to be much more important, and there wasn't a whole lot of track time for practice, so they went that route instead, and it's really paid off for them. She has the truck that she's needed to be able to move up through the field. She's been looking to
bullshit. She's been slow all day. I want her to be successful, but not like this.
Stay there for the checkers.
We're choosing.
Story goes to the inside, Eckes to the outside, just like they did the last time.
And I see Ryan Vargas and Mason Massey in row 6.
Sanchez,
Vargas
Smith,
looked at
Friesen, Eckes, Hocevar, Majeski, Purdy, Heim, Deegan, Garcia, Massey, Vargas. Damn it, I didn't get the rest of it. Oh, what were we saying?
At the very tail because of the free pass.
Yeah, I just want to say Vargas could look to get his new best finish in only his second truck start.
Yeah. You mean across all divisions, not just trucks.
Got an update on Dean Thompson.
Well, I mean, so
hold
far
on.
he finished 14th
Hold
in
it, stop.
Atlanta.
He is still being evaluated in the infield care
Sorry,
center.
I wanted to get that. I was trying to listen. Dean Thompson's still in the infield care center.
He is
Oh.
That's what I wanted to make sure I heard that.
care center in Texas.
Oh. Sorry.
Yeah. All right. I heard it though. We're good.
All right.
Let's do it again, Jamie.
One more time.
Well, at least.
Also, Jack Wood back up to 13th.
Oh shit, my thing fell out. Okay, restart. Oh shit. Oh shit. My thing's in a bad start. All right, here we go. I'm gonna have to look at it sideways. All right, green white checkered attempt number 2. All right, Sanchez and Zane Smith up front. Hocevar try to step out of line. And Zane Smith getting a good run on the outside. Can Sanchez keep the run up on the inside, though, after having dominated for so much today? And oh man, it's so close. They're bumping. They're banging down the backstretch now as they head down through turns 3 and 4. Sanchez
Come on,
is edging out front.
Gets the white flag.
Neither one letting up.
Oh, Zane Smith leads at the 1.
And now we get the
No!
white flag.
Oh! No! He wrecks! Hocevar's out front! Caution is out! Carson Hocevar is a NASCAR Truck Series winner!
Hocevar won that? What the heck?
What? Oh my god, this is how it ends? Are you kidding me?
What the hell? How the hell does that happen?
Wow! No!
Listen, Hocevar won that? What the heck?
Damn! Nick Sanchez
Who would have
leads.
expected that to be the way he get his first win? What the frick?
Nick Sanchez led 168 of 172 laps and wrecks on the last one. Damn it.
Chase Purdy drove across the finish line and
No! Haley Deegan gets her new best career finish with a top 5, by the way. Jake Garcia gets his best.
Wait, what? Wait a minute, what?
Chase Purdy.
Wait, where did she?
Hold on. You're top 10.
Really got top 5 out of that? What the frick?
Your top 10. Carson Osavar P1. Chase Purdy P2. Stuart Friesen P3. Ty Majeski P4. Haley Diggin P5. Jake Garcia P6. Ben Rhodes recovers from his crash to finish his tire going down with P7. Jack Wood P8. I believe that's his best career finish. Corey Heim P9, and Ryan Vargas gets his first top 10 in the Truck Series. Chris Wright finishes P11 as well. Mason Massey finishes P12. Nick Sanchez ends up finishing P15, and Zane Smith P16. Oh my God.
Scored in second place.
So apparently that actually fulfills a prediction that I made. That even though I said that I didn't think Haley Deegan would win, I did at least want her to get a top 5, and now she has.
Looking at the scoring pylon here, it shows Hocevar.
Given the granted, these circumstances are not exactly how I wanted it to go, especially for Hocevar, but you know what? Given the way this race played out, you know what? I'll take it.
Hocevar gets the victory in his 59th Craftsman Truck Series start.
Pretty sure we're getting ready to. We will hear.
Wait shortly. What's taking so long?
And you saw Phil.
It's like he's parked.
Waiting. Like, don't burn it down yet.
Do we not have an official ruling? Second place is Chase Purdy, and he hasn't won either. Unless they're going back to timing and scoring. Are you for real?
Who was leading at the time of caution?
Did he wreck the 2 up front though? Some of my people are complaining. I see someone complaining in a Discord. I mean, shit. I fucked up the. Hold on. Sorry, I gotta go through an ad. But are you for real? Oh my God.
Hardly anybody in my mirror.
I was looking out the windshield.
I mean, Hocevar's reputation is sunken since last year, considering the number of bonehead moves he made. What are we waiting? Hocevar has won.
Okay, so now it's official.
Now it is.
Now he has won.
Carson, he was just sitting there ready. It was like
Man.
drag racing for the NHRA. They said winner and he took off.
This is definitely not the way. This is definitely not.
You know, I can't think of anything more appropriate for a race on April Fool's Day to end. Oh my God. You know what? He could. You know what? At least he has a W. But God, so he's got at least. He has a monkey off his back.
They won't even let him get up there.
Well, good run for Chase Purdy. Like I said, Deegan, P5, Jake Garcia, P6.
He's an emotional guy. He's put it all out there. His mom.
I mean, surviving the melee is pretty impressive. I mean,
I love that moment.
Unbelievable.
Nick Sanchez, I'm equally as happy for Carson Hocevar.
Carson Hocevar started this race.
One of my friends went, the pimp has won at Texas.
All day long. Got himself in position for that final restart.
Let's see how this went down.
Oh. So yeah, now Sanchez and Smith were really racing each other too hard.
I think he got. I'd say.
I really think contact.
Yeah, I'd say it's more Sanchez got loose on his own. I'd call out Hocevar if I thought a bit of contact, but I think Sanchez getting loose on his own was the main catalyst for the crash.
The carnage
Damn.
up into the wall.
I'm glad they slid up there and stayed up that way.
Oh my God!
Down and have more contact.
Oh, we got Zane's on board.
Looks like they touched him when he came out of Zane's truck. He looks like he got a little bit loose. I'm not even sure there was contact from Carson, was there?
No, I don't think Carson had anything to do with that. Yeah. There was contact after Nick was already crashing.
Right, he was going headed to the wall.
The reason why he got loose was the contact in the double dog leg and the air coming off of his truck when he pulled away from Zane Smith.
You're not going straight there. It looks like a straightaway, but you're not going straight there.
Check it out. You can see that little contact right there, and that sends him that way. And Carson, he leaves the gas down, but he wasn't the reason why that crash happened.
Yeah, I agree with the booth. Hocevar is not really
right
to
there
blame
by
for
Coach
this
Carson
one.
Hocevar,
And he's,
like you said, never
like I said, he's made a lot of stupid moves.
What was going through his mind at that moment? He saw.
Wow.
Trying to say that.
Nobody ahead.
Yeah, Nick lost his momentum.
Yeah, trying to say that he pulled a Brian Vickers. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, that's a big no for me.
Nothing in front of Carson Hocevar.
But it's like Sanchez and Smith were going at it so hard, and Hocevar was just right there, and he couldn't really hold off. He couldn't lift it to prevent anything bad from happening.
We got some interviews. Chase Purdy.
Yeah, I'm not sure really how it all unfolded, but
I mean, what a race. No, Deegan P5. Best career wait. Yeah, she finished P6 at Talladega. I believe this is her first top 5 in the truck series for a female not on a plate track. Of course, that's rather specific. But Decker had P5 at Daytona in 2020.
Really fast phone buggy Silverado, so yeah, I still don't know how all that unfolded.
Who would have expected this?
Wide open, and we got here, so overall, really good day.
Chase Purdy with a career best finish of 2nd place. Jamie?
Well done for that young man.
I love that kid.
Talking about him.
See him down in the garage area. Always a big smile on his face. Very humble, very thankful for this opportunity, and drives that Ford truck to a 2nd place finish.
Jimmy Villeneuve with a great job as a crew chief.
How about another great finish? Haley Deegan in 6th. That ties her career best finish.
What about Jake Garcia? We saw him bouncing all over the place today, and he drives it up to the 5th position.
Like a lot of underdogs had great finishes at account of not crashing.
This is all unofficial, of course.
So
we didn't know who won for a bit. We'll have to sort out all the rest of these positions, but they're going to have great finishes regardless.
Carson Hocevar, he's heading to the SpeedyCash.com Victory Lane.
Wait, we're going to have an interview in Victory Lane? What is this? Really is April Fool's Day.
Apparently they did not go straight to the front stretch to interview Hocevar. They are going to bring him right to Victory Lane.
Sorry, say that again. I phased out.
Yeah, apparently, they're bringing Hocevar is going right to Victory Lane, and they're going to interview him right there.
Yeah, actually looks like Eckes was also collected in the wreck that got, which sucks.
Those are popular ones. There's the gate.
Worldwide Express on that truck for that team.
Bet Ross Chastain is smiling ear to ear in Richmond right now.
Right.
He's been a great mentor to this young man. That young man had to endure a lot today. 12 cautions for 32 laps. He was there when it
I think this is now the first win for Worldwide Express as a sponsor.
Maybe. I want to say they were with Ross at Charlotte when he won there.
Right, actually, no, I think it was. I think this is the first one with a different driver. Actually, now this is Nice Motorsports' first win with a driver other than Chastain.
Yeah, I was going to say that too.
Going through the field, gaining all those positions, and getting in a position.
Yeah, I can't believe, wow. It seems surreal we're going to have a Victory Lane interview. It's like one race a year, usually Nashville.
The heat in that Victory Lane right now. Carson Hocevar climbs from his truck. He is a winner in the Craftsman Truck Series, and Jamie Howe is there.
Carson Hocevar's 59th career start, and you burn these tires down all the way.
Yeah, someone like a lot of people are upset that he didn't lift. But like someone's put the option of lift, he loses. Go low, he cleans himself and Sanchez out. Go high, bigger pile up. And so to be fair, it was the best option.
I didn't mean to get into the 4, obviously. I just went to give him a push, and they were sideways. The second I hit him, he was gone. So I apologize to them. I'll take the fault for it. I wrecked a Chevy, but hopefully Chevy is in Victory Lane, and I'll go talk to him. But he deserved to win for sure. But all the
He
times
took
that we're
blame.
not the
So
fastest car,
the first thing he
we
did
don't-
was take the
like,
blame
all
for the
times we're
wreck.
fastest car and I
So
don't
good
win.
on
And
him
this team
for
don't
at
win,
least
and they
for
deserve to win.
trying to clear
More
that
than
up on his
anything, I
own.
finally could stop getting the same question asked so many times. So we didn't deserve to win today. We're just in the right spot at the right time.
With 1 to go, what did you see out the windshield?
I didn't see anything. All I saw was a big, like, I'll see right here, like, they hit pretty good. And I was trying to push, and he was sideways, so the second...
Oh, I didn't even see where Eckes got
he was
involved
going
in
so
that
much faster
originally.
just to help push.
Oh, man.
He crossed
He was
left,
right
crossed
behind
right,
him.
And he's sideways, so the second I touched him, he went around. So I didn't mean to tear up any race cars, I'm sorry. But I wasn't expecting that to happen. So this guy right here next to me deserves all the credit. Out in East, he believed in me when not a lot of people did. Wex, Chevy, Worldwide Express.
And no, Hocevar, he's got a truck win, and like a month or so, he'll be making his Xfinity debut with Spire. Well, not a debut, but he'll be running with Spire.
But my Dave and my mom are here, and my whole crew deserves this win more than anything.
You are now a winner in the Craftsman Truck Series.
He's a winner in NASCAR,
And
period.
Nick Sanchez has been checked and
All
released
right.
here at the medical care
see what
center. So Nick,
Sanchez
we
thinks.
just watched the replay there. What did you feel from the driver's seat?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it was obviously coming to the last lap. Me and the 38 were playing an aggressive side drafting game, and I feel like I went a little too aggressive on him. You know, got loose, went through the grass, saved it, and just got flipped by the 42. So I don't know what else to say on that. You know, after, I mean,
This is the
all
second
day,
race he's been in position to win, and lost in the last lap.
But it is what it is. It's racing. Thanks to everyone on this number 2 Gainbridge and Save Chevy team. Truck's fast. I hate we tore a fast one up, but just gotta build another one and come back strong.
It's hard to think about this right now, but you had a dominating performance, led 168 laps. This is only your 5th start, so how proud are you about your performance and the way that you worked together with your team today?
Yeah, you know, this is what we've been working hard to do. You know, we don't want to win, we want to dominate. And today we dominated, but we didn't win. So just got to go back and see what I can do better.
Chandler had the same problem, and then he won later on. This kid's going to win a race this season.
Positive is we got stage points, so
he's going to be
something to fall back on, but I want to win, so that's
absolute dominance.
Thanks, Nick.
A couple of humble interviews there, you know.
Update on Team Thompson. Apparently Thompson is awake and alert and currently being evaluated in the care center.
It sounds about right. Okay, looks like they're going to shift over to NHRA right now. Thank you all so much for coming out. This was if there ever race to some of April Fool's Day, this was it. But thank y'all for coming out. I'll see you tomorrow for the Toyota Owners 400. Big thanks to Aaron for coming out to commentate in the stream. It's always great to have him here. Hey, thank you so much. See you tomorrow. This is BowserJrXD signing off. Have a good one.